Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Album Concept Hour. We are going to be talking about some Baroness. Well, this is the reaction before the podcast.
Yeah, this isn't the
I
actual.
I told myself I would hammer out like a specific intro for the reaction part, and I totally didn't. So one of these days, I'll have like a catchphrase or something before we get into a listen through. But yeah, we got Nate here. We're gonna listen to another double album, like two double albums in a row.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because
We just did Drive By Truckers.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we're
Drive-By
all
Truckers.
about double albums.
I'll have to check that out.
That one's really interesting. That one
Yeah.
is a really really cool exploration into Southern rock. It ended up being a 5. We gave it a
Nice.
5.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But yeah, without further ado, though, we'll get listening to this, and Dave should join us at some point. And yeah, it's gonna be good, dude. It's gonna be good.
So, are they going to be able to hear the music as well, or?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Stop
So
doing
I should
that.
mention, if you are on YouTube, you will not be hearing music. But if you go to patreon.com/flyoverstatepark, we are live there with the
Oh,
music.
nice. You did get that working.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
I got it. So one stream, no music, no copyright police necessary, and then one stream is music. And while you're at the Patreon, why don't you just give it a little follow? You know, give it a little love for the free tier. But yeah. Without further ado, let's get into Yellow and Green. One of our just favorite albums in general. So we're about to geek the fuck out. And it's gonna be too loud at first. I'm gonna turn down the volume. All
Yeah,
right.
you're going to have to turn down the volume.
Yeah. So right now it's like at the top. So I think right here is the sweet spot.
Yeah, try that for
Yeah.
now and see.
Because yeah, Tidal's like volume is different than Spotify's, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Spotify's it's like you keep going down for a while before it starts to sound quiet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really. I use YouTube Music still, and I might change to something different eventually. Do they? Pay
Well, dude, this
more
should be
to the
lossless.
artists?
So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll hear a little more
Yeah.
random things.
And do they pay more to their artists
yes,
on
yes,
here?
yes.
Oh, sweet.
They don't pay the most out of any service, but they're like maybe they pay the third most, maybe.
Mm.
I think I forget the other one, ends with an X, is I think the one that gives the most to the artist. But I love the back and forth.
Yeah.
It kind of like sets you into like a trance for the rest of the album, you know?
Yeah, this is I'm starting to remember how I bought this record when it came out, and I remember listening to it on vinyl for the first time and kind of just getting lost in the guitar stuff. That's primarily what got me into this band. I like guitar a lot.
I think I was hanging out with you like the week that it came out too,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you were like telling
I was
everyone
like, telling
about
everyone
it.
about
And I
it.
was just
Yeah, I
like,
was
dude, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Because I was like losing faith in rock music.
yeah,
We'll talk about all this again.
yeah.
But I was losing a little faith in rock music, and this and like pop,
Yeah.
I think were the two bands that were like, okay, there is still good rock music being made.
Right.
I love how bassy they are too.
Yeah. And I think John recorded all the bass on this album too.
Yeah, I read that. That's crazy. He did a really good job.
Yeah. I think, and that kind of set the tone for I think the fact that he probably played the bass with the sensibility of like a guitar player.
Yeah.
That's kind of why they like probably picked Nick Jost.
Yeah.
Who's their current.
Yeah.
I'm like a fanboy of Baroness.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
You'll know this if you watched the Purple episode where we ate we ate hot wings and listened to not Purple, Stone, right?
Stone, yeah.
Yeah. We listened to Hot Wings while Nate bravely told us all about it.
Yeah.
I was
feel
amazed that you were able to keep your composure
Yeah.
enough to like get into the details.
Right. I've always been that way though, like about like music. I always like
Yeah.
I like a wide variety, but I end up like latching on to a band for a while.
Yeah. Well, this is a
until
good
they
band to
either
latch onto, I
disappoint me
think.
or they'll continue to amaze me maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, the riff on this one, the riffs on "Take My Bones Away" are really driving and
Yeah. Well, it's just the whole like chorus of like take my bones away, and it's like it's a very like irreverent and like I know that the term now is baroque, but like I didn't know what that term was when I first heard it. I was like, what is this kind of ethereal, otherworldly approach? You know?
right, yeah.
Ooh, oh, that was cool. You hear that? They come in.
Yeah, it changed
Yeah.
channels, right? Or it came in through,
Well, I think there was
or no?
I think another guitar came in and like it faded in with like a riff already.
Yeah. And of course, I'm a sucker for the solos, like
And the what?
solos. I
Yeah.
really like guitar solos. I can get.
Oh yeah, they have some really killer solos. Yeah. I got like one or two solo bits,
Yeah.
but there's just so many in the album.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Oh yeah, hold
moments.
on. I should get you guys some lyrics.
I realize my mic
Yeah.
could be a little bit closer. That's probably good now, though.
Yeah, it should be all right.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Oh, what a great time to pull up the lyrics.
Yeah.
In case you guys couldn't hear what he was singing. Why don't you say "Take My Bones Away"?
Yeah, I think this is also like more straightforward. Even though this is an experimental double album, the lyrics and the song structure were more leaning more towards traditional type of songwriting on a lot of the
Yeah.
tracks. I mean, there's some that don't follow that, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like something that's accessible for like a non-fan or, you know, someone that
Right.
doesn't listen to this genre.
mm,
Like for me, like it's the songwriting is a lot like the Felix Culpa, the way Marky Hladish, friend of the show, writes his lyrics. Like they have this kind of like there's this like importance and like weight to the words, you know,
yeah,
that is not always there for some people. But it's always like serious in a good way.
right. And it's not just about some people kind of find like poetic songwriting a little bit pretentious, but
Mm-hmm.
these guys aren't really pretentious about their
Yeah.
music. They just are making what they want to make. And
Well, I just listened to a bunch of King Crimson to put together that meme to like be accurate or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like their songwriting is similarly kind of flowery and very otherworldly and things. So I'm like
yeah,
I'm primed for this style of
Right.
lyrics right now.
yeah.
But yeah, the last song and this song were the songs that were kind of the singles for the album.
Right. They definitely front loaded two of the pretty much their two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
Yeah.
like to your point earlier with the hits, you know, being more like hit friendly, this is the structure is like track 2 and 3
Right.
have to be the best tracks.
Right, exactly.
And that's always been the case, at least as far as like the 90s onward,
Right.
you know?
It is weird how it kind of followed that convention while
Yeah.
doing other things a little differently,
Yeah.
or like way differently. Yeah. Yeah, this one's definitely about heroin.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
opioids.
What opioids?
Yeah. Is Valium an opioid or
Oh, so it's kind of a progression. There's Valium, and then I think the next one he mentions is um, not methadone, but
Maybe morphine.
morphine, right?
Yeah.
So the Valium is like what the doctor gives you. Then morphine's the stronger version of that, and then heroin's the last thing he mentions.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of showing him getting worse and worse throughout the
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Well, this is the song that's literally about like a friend that like
Yeah. That
died,
succumbed
overdosed.
to
Yeah,
opiate
yeah.
addiction. Yeah.
By the way, I don't want to spoil anything, but this is a contender for a 5 for me. Like we'll talk about it at the end of the podcast, but like
Yeah.
I think it might be. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
like there's so much going on
Mhm.
that I'm like trying not to like overly get into right now, but like oh man, there's so much good stuff about addiction and recovery and
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this line coming up, heroin, where did you take my friend?
Yeah. Megan's first fiance, Tobin, died. And Noah found him in the bathroom.
Noah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was a whole thing. Yeah, and he called the ambulance or whatever for him, and
Wow.
yeah.
That's fucked.
It's left an impact on her and I think on Noah.
Oh yeah, that impacts everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know.
Ooh, Little Thing. Over the years, this song has grown to be one, like, Little Things is probably, other than Cocainium, I think it's my favorite. Those are my two favorites on this
Yeah.
side. Because while I really like March to the Sea, like I've listened to it. I listened to it so much. I wouldn't say that I heard it so much. It's just
Well, it's, it opens the album and you listen to the album a lot, right?
I listen to the albums a lot. Yeah. But I sometimes I'll be like, oh shit, I really want to listen to Cocainium right now, or I really want to listen to. That's the other thing about this album is there are some songs where it's like a lot of songs where I will listen to them outside
this is
of the
an album
context.
that I will say this is an album that I rarely listen to outside of just all the way through.
Really? Okay.
And in fact, mostly Baroness in general. Like,
yeah,
I really, really love like just the vibe out on the entire album because.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I still do, but that's kind of where I'm at the point now where I've just listened to the whole catalog so much that I'll like.
If I want to get someone into it, I'll bring out, the last two tracks.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and Thought Control is the Felix Culpa's one of their best EPs is the Thought Control EP.
Really?
So when I first heard this, I was like, Thought Control.
Yeah.
Felix Culpa connection.
Yeah.
By the way, Marky Hladish, if you're a fan of him and you know about the Felix Culpa, the very few of you out there that do, he's making music again and he's playing shows, so support him. I'm going to try to get him back on the podcast. But he's a similar songwriter, in my opinion, to John Dyer Baisley. And also, he's an artist. He's a graphic designer and currently tattoo artist. So, like, as I was like doing research, I was like, man, him and John Dyer Baisley actually have like a lot in common.
Yeah.
It's just like his band didn't go as far and big.
Right.
But yeah.
But they kind of do a similar thing, and I mean,
yeah, like this, I consider like. I think the reason I enjoyed this is it's like very close to like post-hardcore sensibilities.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what they're coming at it from.
Well, a lot of some of the guitar work has just some of the riffs and some of the like I think are reminiscent of that music as well. And the lyrical content is very driven by personal problems, and I think that's
Right.
similar in the genres. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about like the Felix Culpa is like everything that he wrote was very very personal, and like it
Yeah.
was almost too personal. It's like we were like,
Hmm.
I'm really getting to know what's going on in his head,
Right. And I
but he
gotta be.
used like very baroque kind of lyrical
Yeah.
stuff.
This is something that I think I'll have to say later because it's a cool,
Yeah,
very like it's a soundbite, but um I really think that if you introduced me like 2008 even me to Baroness with this record, like if you were able to go back in time, I probably would reject it. I'd probably think it was
yeah,
emo.
might
I'd
not be
probably think
ready.
it was like
Yeah. Yeah, 2012 is really the perfect time for this to come out.
I was in college and I think I was also maturing and
Yeah. Well,
I
also
was that kind
like
of metalhead in high school.
post-hardcore had also matured, you know, I think, and that sensibility had matured too, I think.
Yeah, well these guys grew up on like on hardcore as well, and so I think maybe
Yeah.
like not post-hardcore is like
Yeah, it's not even really
it's like
related to
that mid
hardcore.
2000s
Yeah.
movement of if I correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like
Yeah.
it's taking some of the elements of hardcore of like intense emotion and then putting that over more sparse
So, I
music
think that what
in a
happened
way,
is like
right? But you go
certain
ahead.
edgier emo kids started calling themselves hardcore. Even though I don't think they had any connection to the like
To like
East
Henry
Coast sound
Rollins or
hardcore or
yeah,
like anything like that. I don't think
yeah,
they knew what that was. But they were
yeah.
calling themselves
Wasn't
hardcore.
Black Flag
And then
hardcore?
the post hardcore I believe was post hardcore to that hardcore.
Okay,
So it was post hardcore to the incorrect hardcore.
okay,
Which is why the labeling doesn't make a lot of sense if you actually know genres and histories or whatever.
okay.
You know what I mean? Because hardcore, as I learned when I moved to Madison, was not what I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought it was like emo adjacent.
yeah. Hardcore is more like fast paced and
Yeah.
loud and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of yeah. So that's the genre that these guys grew up. But I mean, it's not. I don't think that they're so.
Yeah, they're like post hardcore, but like for real.
Yeah, but
Whereas the other bands that I've talked
yeah,
about are not.
right. But in
Yeah.
a way, I'm gonna defend it though, because in a
Yeah.
way, I feel like the emotions of like that the kids who were thought they were hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, they're expressing.
Yeah,
in a
yeah, yeah.
similar
Like
way-
they're
in a similar way. So fuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be
Their
hardcore
style was
too.
fucking great, you know?
They can't be like the same. Maybe they're hardcore too.
Yeah.
Electric.
Well, like
Boogaloo.
just like emo was like ripping off the '80s designation of emo.
Yeah.
Like it was not what the '80s one was. They just
Yeah.
reappropriated it.
Yeah. This is the one oh yeah, just getting back to the music though.
Yes.
The
Which we are
Twinkler-
reacting to.
Yeah, this song is like the only one that I can. It's one of a few songs that Megan actually likes from Baroness's
Okay.
catalog. I don't think she likes John's voice as much,
Mhm.
and that's okay because
Yeah.
he does have. I think he's got a limited range, but he's always working. That's the one thing about the band that has impressed me is that they're always working on their musicianship.
Well, what
with
I like
every
about
part of their
his
thing.
vocals is that they're like they take the philosophy that it's one of the instruments, not the like main
Exactly.
attraction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's
Mhm.
not for everyone, but I really appreciate it when it happens.
Right.
Because we do have a very like voice-centric music media system or ecosystem. People like lyrics.
Oh my god, this sounds so good on
right?
this platform
Yeah.
because of FLAC.
Yeah.
FLAC is the best. format.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, dude. You can really feel it coming through,
Right.
So you know what? these are better headphones.
Yeah.
I just realized they weren't being used. I was like, oh,
I
shit.
wasn't trying to be bougie about the headphones, by the way, but I did want
Oh,
to
no,
bring
it's all right.
mine because, like, holy shit, I also think
Yeah.
I know these headphones are really. I just really like these headphones a lot.
Oh, yeah.
My
I
Sennheisers.
that's
man.
why I have those up there. Those AKGs are my favorite ones.
shit,
You
yeah.
know, but like
Yeah.
I didn't want to replug everything in. So,
Right.
but these are like the second best,
Mm-hmm.
and then these are the least best.
The least best. Yeah.
The least best. But
Yeah.
I haven't had it in the budget to get new headphones yet.
Nice.
But you know, maybe I should probably just replace it with that one. This one, like this spot, is so close to the input that you know. I'm thinking out loud.
No,
Cocainium.
Yeah. Yeah. Cocainium. No. Well, one thing I was gonna say. This is also a random thought. It's called Fire in the Mountains or something festival. It's gonna be on the Blackfoot Indian Reservation in Montana.
Oh,
You
wow.
cannot fly there. You have to. It's like a 22-hour drive from here in Wisconsin and Madison. I'm probably not going because it's expensive as well, and it's a dry event.
Yeah.
I mean not that I wouldn't go because it's dry. I want to respect the
Right.
the tribal nation rules there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, what I was trying to say is Baroness is headlining the festival this coming year.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
And
That's
there's gonna
cool
be a bunch
as
of other like
hell.
black metal bands and shit. I think
Damn, that does
Yeah.
sound cool.
yeah, dude. But it's kind of expensive. It's like I think but
Ooh, yeah.
but don't get me wrong, they also have like a payment plan thing. Oh yeah, this is a sweet
It's only
intro.
the acoustics like right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Another reminder, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to hear these things we're oohing and eyeing about, try going to our Patreon, patreon.com/FlyOverStatePark, and you'll be able to hear the music along with us.
Yeah, and headphones
Headphones
really I think are
and you should be getting the stereo out there. I hope you're getting the stereo of this out there. That's how I've tried to set it up.
I feel like I've become convinced that music is best either on headphones, but you can't get you have to get pretty good speakers, I feel like.
Right.
To get
You
a
almost
good
have to have a
sound.
room designated to be the
The listening,
speaker room.
Yeah.
You know?
Listening room, yeah. I feel like yeah, I still listen to this music in the car, but like yeah, there's certain parts of this that I don't really hear when I don't just have it cup in my ears.
Oh
like
yeah,
I do right
yeah.
now.
That's the thing. Like, and he's a vinyl guy. Like he record everything that he works on is towards the goal of making it like a good vinyl.
Right.
Apparently,
Yeah.
So he's like well aware of that too, which I love. I read a good interview with him where he's talking about his process, and he like really does know, like, have a really good handle of like what songwriting is, and you know how they
Right.
interact.
But when you listen to that on a streaming service through your phone into your car,
Yeah.
that's-
You just get the
there was a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring it up, but there's people online that don't like Purple that much, or not the musical. They like
the album?
music. They like the music of Golden Gray and Purple, but they think that the albums are mixed too loud. But I think the problem is that they've layered so many sounds and so many things that it was.
I'll have to think about that next time I listen to it, because there's definitely like a difference in the mix.
Yeah, I do feel
But
like
I don't know that I dislike
it's a little
it.
loud. It is a little loud and
Well, like okay,
brash.
okay, I love this sound, but like it is like flat or not dynamic, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
not like I love that sound, but I get why they maybe want to play around with it in the next album, and
Right.
make it a little more dynamic.
Yeah, Stone. I think Stone was a reaction to that too. Like,
Oh yeah, Stone's got a really good mix, I
it's
think.
got some of the best mixing of
Yeah.
any album I've heard in a long
Yeah,
time.
especially that one by the fire. Like, holy shit.
Yeah,
That sounds like better than it has any right sounding.
yeah. They've they've collected a bunch of equipment over the years, and just
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Ooh, this is one of my favorites.
You know, I'm gonna say that it was one of my least favorites on the album until I realized that now I fucking realize that this is a lament about relapse.
Yes, it is.
It's a fuck, and I get it.
Yeah.
Now I know why he's saying I'm back where I belong. And
Yeah.
the first way I was interpreting it was that he was going back to somebody that he shouldn't be going back to for
Yeah.
some reason. And then now I'm seeing it in this light of relapse instead.
Right. I was looking at it like relationships too. Yeah. But then I was like, yeah, at some point, or when I started doing research, I was like, oh shit, there's a lot going on in this
Yeah.
album. It's not just flowery words.
Right, like when he says "next to you, stuck to you," I was kind of taking
Yeah.
that literally coming
Yeah,
up, but I
right.
think he's saying like
Yeah.
the things, yeah, that he needs.
Oh yeah, and then the rub, yeah, makes a big difference if you know all that.
Didn't somebody? I don't know if it was me that posted the meme or somebody else did, but I'll.
What was it mean?
It's coming up, but he says, "Yeah."
Oh, is there a meme
There's
about
no difference between Poison and The Cure.
Oh, and it shows the two bands?
Showing Pam Poison and
Yeah.
The Cure, and she's like, they're the same picture. Yeah. And it's John Dyer Baisley.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
You gotta send me that.
Yeah.
Man, I might make that the thumbnail for the podcast. Because you're like, I can make the thumbnail whatever I want, you know?
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't usually. But maybe I'll start doing that. That's awesome. A lot of podcasts I listen to, like every episode has a different picture. I was like, interesting. I guess I could do that. I do think that they are probably the like closest contender for like Pink Floyd of our time.
Yeah.
Not
Even
that we
though the
need
music-
a Pink Floyd of our
right,
time.
and the musical landscape has changed so much now
Yeah,
that
yeah.
there's never really gonna be another. I mean, Geese is doing pretty well right now as a rock band. King Gizzard is doing pretty well
Yeah.
to reach like a more mainstream level, but even then, it's like everybody can find their flavor now.
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is okay with me. Like, I kind of prefer it. Like, I'm not like a gatekeeper, but
Well, no, I think that a lot of these groups
are kind of.
I think a lot of these groups are going to be like growers,
Right.
you know? Whereas like they'll never have like a like you are the top, you're the main thing people are talking about, but like they will be beloved for a long time and people will continuously go to their shows.
Right.
And
But I
like
guess-
cuz like I don't know, at some point like media and culture decided that they just didn't want to focus on certain things. And we still go to those things.
Right.
You know, people still love those things.
It's just.
Yeah.
I think there was, I guess, like MTV, for example, or whatever.
Right.
People felt more connected to, but
I mean, that's like kind of what we're trying to do here is bring a little bit of that back on this channel. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, in a new 21st century kind of way, you know?
Yeah.
Because MTV and VH1 is like dead as doornails. And there's not really a good like replacement or ever has been, you know? Although, I mean, bands, I guess, do their own kind of media.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And earlier it
I
almost
miss
sounded
it.
like I said, their shows were small, but I meant to say they play small venues. And yeah, I definitely think that they're cultivating, like you said, they're not in the media as much, but they're still cultivating like a pretty broad audience.
Yeah. They have a very dedicated following, and I mean, every time I've seen them, it's been packed, and everyone's been really excited. You know,
Right? Yeah.
So, you know, if that's what you're looking for,
Yeah.
you can find it.
I would love for them to do something with King Gizzard at some point. That would be
That would be really cool. Yeah.
yeah.
Do like a double, not a double album.
A split.
A split.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like this late in both of their careers.
Yeah.
It'd be such a crazy like combination of fans.
Yeah. Who knows though too? Like I also at this point it's more about the musicians in this band to themselves. It's like it's gotten to the level where it's like, you know, if they decide that they're doing something different than what Baroness was or is,
Yeah.
and want to call it something different, I'll probably still be on board to listen to
Right.
whatever, especially like Gina and John and because I think they even implied that at one point. They were like said that the last time, I think after Stone came out, they said they had like an idea. They had like basically planned out 2 or 3 more albums, and they said whether or not that will be as like they weren't saying they were breaking up, but it was weird how
Right.
they worded it. They were like,
Yeah.
we could release this as another project or whatever. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's fucking cool.
Oh, right. I was just listening to the story of the Beatles told again. I've heard it many times, but this time it was Conan O'Brien. He was on a podcast where they just like kind of together just went over the history of the Beatles. It was really, really cool.
That's cool, yeah.
But yeah, one of the things about them though is like part of why they are so legendary and mythical or whatever is because they ended on their terms and never ever got back together again. Never ever made anything under the moniker again. And like it was rightfully done. You know, and maintained that mystery because of that.
Yeah. I forgot about.
But like also the Beatles had become like bigger than them,
right?
And they were like, you know, being crushed under its weight, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the vocal effects on this one.
Dude, this is actually another. This is also in my top 5 on this album. This side.
Yeah.
Of the double album.
This definitely got some of my favorite production.
Yeah. I think it also sounds. I think I also liked it a lot because I was like, oh, this kind of has the same vibe as a lot of Blue Record. It's got that like galloping riff. Kind of like
right,
a horse called Golgotha almost.
Yeah.
And it's also like got a nautical theme.
Yeah.
To it. He loves anchors and ships and
which is also a big emo post-hardcore thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah. But they do it really good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Census Fail does it good too. But a different good.
You said Census Fail?
Yeah, I did. I did.
I don't know if I've heard much. I feel like if
they have a lot of songs about like the ocean and being on a ship and being in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
And you know, just the very simple imagery of being alone or whatever.
Yeah. I'm sure if I had entertained the notion of sadness other than like the emotions of anger and happiness when I was in high school,
it's really you had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be there.
And like if you're like an adult person, I don't know if you have any business listening to that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
yeah.
I don't know if it's something you could just pick back up. Maybe we'll cover Census Fail sometime.
What was the band that did that? Like, tears don't fall, they crash around me. You never heard that song?
I don't know.
No.
What style was it?
I can't remember.
I feel like I recognize the voice you're doing, but like I don't recognize the lyrics.
Let me look it up.
Dashboard Confessional, maybe.
What'd you say?
Dashboard Confessional.
I don't know if it was them.
Oh, speaking of Dashboard Confessional, I got my Spider-Man 1 DVD the other day. There's this Dashboard Confessional music video on that.
Oh, it was Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh, you know, I actually don't know too much of them. They're like a blind spot for me.
That was the band that I thought of when I thought of people liking.
That's what the cool kids that like actually knew about music history liked.
Yeah.
That's like who they liked. And I was like, huh, I don't get it because it doesn't sound like these emo kids.
It's metalcore and emo. That's why.
Yeah.
Because it's like a mixture.
Also, I think they
Which is basically
predated
screamo.
the kind of emo
Yeah.
screamo thing a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
they did.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I never realized that this was like eulogy, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or end user license agreement.
Yes.
Did you see everyone's dude? So the guy on Genius mentions it, but like also several people on the subreddit mention it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. I was making fun of him at first, but I'm like, wait a minute. You're not the only one making this.
Right. You might have also
connection.
seen, because I think I have a Reddit account.
I mean, it does make sense thematically, I guess, but
I'm no longer a Redditor. I got off Reddit because it's a toxic place for me.
I don't scroll Reddit. I just post Reddit.
I would maybe. No, I.
For me, Reddit is like an information hive mind, and I go there when I need the information, and then I leave.
Yeah, I have. I think I'm just like now realizing, like I first started. The first forum that I went on regularly was the Megadeth forum.
Oh, I mean, that's going to be toxic.
And we would talk about
from the gate, right?
Things. Like there was obviously like all other kinds of shit. And it was a toxic place, but they were also, but I remember like just arguing with right wingers on there. And then like, I was like 13 and I was getting like these other like adult and teenager people like gratifying.
Oh, you were on Reddit early.
Yes. I was like doing the Reddit thing before.
Yeah, we were on like 4chan.
And then, I went on 4chan a little bit, but I never really did Reddit until
I got on like
until mid 2010s actually.
Weirdly, right.
Which is
I got on 4chan like early college.
Yeah.
So I was finally on the internet and seeing what was happening on there.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. And there was some ugliness.
So is there anything in the Genius notes about this song too? I feel like.
Oh, so.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. I mean,
if you want, if you're asking, like, it is kind of like the withdrawal kind of track. Like the apple makes me sick.
Yeah.
It's my
Tries
own
to
blood.
pick up on his stick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the blood thing comes up later in the album too.
Yeah.
But like in a different context. This album's got layers.
Yeah.
Like the songs connect with each other a little bit.
I think he does. Yeah, they're kind of. I really hate the word bespoke, but that's really the best way to describe them.
Right,
a bespoke. Band, where it's like everything is. Like he made the art of the art on the cover, and he
using permanent mediums.
Yeah.
So like when he puts the line on, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read a good article about his kind of inspirations for his art styles.
Yeah. Recently he's been so he talked about how he was doing watercolor to try to master that, and I really liked. He did
like marker and watercolor, I think is his thing.
Yeah. And at first it was a lot of like close-ups of like luscious lips.
Yeah.
And now he just did a bunch of cats, and that was really amazing. I love cats.
Cool.
I love luscious lips too, but I love cats.
Well, I'm sure he like drew him like dope as hell.
Yeah. If I ever have enough money, I'll buy a print from him.
Did you know that there's like a sperm swimming towards an egg on most of his album covers?
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't noticed that.
Like, look at the halo.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the bottom right corner of like a different one, there was like a spermy thing and an egg looking thing.
Uh,
Yeah.
he has one. I think he has one daughter, so it could be a reference to.
Well, I think there's like a line in the article he talks about how like he tries to put one like sperm impregnated an egg in every picture or something.
In every picture.
I think so.
Wow.
Every of the ones he did thus far.
For the albums, yeah.
Yeah. Because you also know there's also like a lot of eggs in the pictures.
Yeah.
Like broken open eggs and
and I guess there's
things that are shaped like eggs but aren't eggs.
Yeah, there's always women on the covers too, and I think that they are the baronesses.
Yeah,
they're the many baronesses of the barony of Baroness.
The barony of Baroness.
Baroness.
I do wish that like when it got to green, it like switched to the green picture.
Yeah, that would be nice. But
like most places just show the yellow cover.
Yeah.
Which is like it's like an art piece.
Exactly.
You want to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think if I ever got a tattoo, I would have to get like a design made by John Dyer Baisley or something. Like have him on the podcast and like actually literally like create a connection with him and shit.
Yeah.
You know. Because I've also thought of getting a tattoo from the lead singer of the Felix Culpa, Marky Gladish, because he's got like a really long wait list though. But like he'll take your idea and then he'll make a design in his like style of that, of course.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I'd do tattoos if I did to get tattoos. Like
just have somebody like draw on you and
well, no, it'd be I'd get tattoos like it'd be like I want specific artists.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean? Not like specific ideas necessarily as much as the artists, and that be the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
They could make something.
Yeah.
Artistic.
Yeah, so it's like really, it's a work of art or whatever.
Right. Yeah, so I still want this to be the song that I walk down the aisle to.
Ooh.
And Megan is okay with that.
This is a good one.
This is a great song. This is.
Well, it's an instrumental too, so it's like you can't really go wrong.
Like this made me because like green is my favorite color, and this song is it's got like this southern like you were saying earlier with Baroque. Like when I think of maybe I'm wrong for saying Baroque, but I think of like.
Well, no, I think Baroque's correct.
Yeah, it's like there's something about like the music that is there, especially the.
Well, his art style is inspired by Baroque. I think.
Yeah.
Like his visual art style. So maybe his like music also reflects that.
Yeah, a little bit of Art Nouveau, I thought too, but.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but yeah.
He like lists like 4 different things. I think those are both part of those things.
Right. Yeah, this guitar part right here is very. It just feels Baroque. And Southern. It feels like down home Southern cooking, like coming home to a biscuits and gravy. Like
you just had the wedding. You just have to have someone like on that dial, ready to turn it down a little bit when the guitars come in. You know, just in case it's too loud.
Just in case somebody wants to have a heart attack.
So, yeah. Right. Exactly. You got to think about the family.
Right.
So yeah, you got to have someone on that dial and be like.
Yeah, Megan's mom Barb is. She's this is growing on her, but at first she was like, it's kind of loud. Like but it's dynamic.
Yeah.
Come on, it's dynamic.
I mean, you can even just like literally take take a file that has that section just kind of turned down a little bit in the mix.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So that way you don't have to even touch the volume knob.
Right.
Because it's really just that one section where it ramps up really quick that it like it's gonna, scare people out of their seat or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very hopeful, uplifting song.
Yes.
Even though there's no fucking lyrics in it. It just.
Well, so the last track he went through withdrawal. kicking the habit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is him coming home and seeing through the trees. He's out of the woods a little bit.
Yeah.
You know. And yeah, the Southern thing is intentional too. There's a lot of intentional like homage to Southern rock sounds.
Yeah, I think him and Pete together, yeah, they were very yeah.
Well, their first album came out the year I graduated. That's crazy. And this is the one, the Yellow and Green is the one that had the Grammy, right? Or Grammy nom?
Actually, no, that was Purple. I
Oh, it's
think.
Purple the Grammy nom?
Purple had a
Okay.
Grammy nomination for Shock Me,
Shock Me is good.
and
That one I didn't like when I first heard it, but like it really, really grew on me the more I heard the album.
yeah, Purple is a more. I think it's a
Aw.
more straightforward.
James
rock.
Hetfield, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's this now?
So
Oh, no.
yeah. So
Apparently, James
I can help
Hetfield helped out John Dyer Baisley.
Yeah,
or
he-
said some words of encouragement.
Yeah, he apparently called him after the bus accident in.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my
'cause they had a
God.
bus accident with.
Oh,
Killer
my
Cliff,
God.
yeah.
I didn't even
Put
think of
together.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So they don't really have, but also I
The
would-
one person that could call him that'd be like,
right?
I actually do understand
Yeah,
what you went through.
yeah. But he actually knew John and Baroness before that because in
Sure.
like 2008 or 2009 they went on tour together in Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To promote Red Album and at the time Death Magnetic for Metallica. And,
Dude, that's dope.
yeah. So it was interesting, yeah. But that they already had a little bit of a knowledge of each other. But yeah, he called him and like, I think John's done some Metallica shirts too. He did a cover for a Revolver magazine.
Okay.
With the Four Horsemen, he did like
Nice.
the Four Horsemen for the Four Horsemen by Metallica from Kill 'Em All.
Yeah. Oh
and
my
he
God,
made
that
it, like,
riff, dude.
yeah.
It is like bluegrass, but like hard rocky bluegrass.
Right.
Man, this is like okay. This is so interesting doing after what we did last time with Drive By Truckers, Southern Rock Opera, because that was like the just kind of a general history of Southern rock from like the 70s onward, and like that one record label that like a lot of big names came out of, and it was like really like a good historical background for now listening to this, a band that is from that area.
Yeah.
You know, so for me it's like there's a lot of connections between this and what we just covered.
Right.
So listen to the last episode if you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't want to say it all again.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to those albums because yeah,
It's a really cool, like, especially you like Neil Young too. So like, I think that you'll appreciate. There's a whole like song about like Neil Young's kind of part of the story.
okay.
It's about Leonard Skinner and Neil Young
Okay.
and their whole journey, and also this fictional band that he's telling the story through.
Okay.
That's like a fan of those bands.
Nice.
So it's like two concept albums in one, kind of.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
concept within a concept.
Yeah, that's why I gave it a 5. It's like
It's conception. No.
yeah, like by the end of it, I still had like a lot of thoughts, and it was just very, very thought provoking. And now, years later, we got some more Southern boys.
But yeah, take me up north to the bluegrass horse meat and pharmacies. And he's saying board up the house. I'm literally imagining. Yeah, I mean, I can say it. It's funny to me. It's just like I'm imagining them literally boarding up their house because there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah,
And they're going to go hide themselves with their boys and girls
right,
in
right, right.
Tennessee and eat horse meat.
I mean, there is
And
there's a good argument to be made for that.
Yeah, isn't there horse meat in, like, that's why they say horse meat, because I'm sure that people ate horse meat in
Oh, in
Appalachia.
Desperate Times.
Yeah, well, in Appalachia, but also
Appalachia.
there's parts of Italy and France where they eat horse meat.
Damn, dude.
It became a thing in like the 50s and 60s.
I mean, I guess they're pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
It's a lot of meat.
they're big. There's a lot of meat.
Yeah,
It's lean.
yeah. It's probably like eating like deer.
Yeah, as long as I'm okay with eating pets. No, I'm not okay with eating pets. I'm not okay with eating pets.
Clip it.
I'm not okay with eating pets, but like I was gonna say, if there's an animal that is traditionally thought of as a pet that is not being kept as a pet, and it is to be eaten and it's clean,
Yeah, I
might try that.
I kind of go by the when in Rome thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna be honest. I hope that this doesn't make some of you switch off. But if I'm in a country where dog is a delicacy and it is served to me, I'll try it at least once.
Yeah, I mentioned that on Facebook one time, and this one person, I immediately deleted my post because one person was like, "No, dogs are man's best friend. You cannot eat him." I was like, I really badly wanted to respond with like,
"What about cows?
yeah,
They're cute
like,
as hell."
Also, like, do you realize that like in America, the top reason that people get rabies in America is because of bats. In the rest of the world, it's dogs.
Yeah,
like there's so many wild dogs out there.
Well, yeah, we had like, I don't know if this was because of Bob Barker, but you know he had the whole
spay and neuter your pets, yeah.
And he had a captive audience of the entire country every day. So
yeah,
you know, maybe there's a phenomenon in the U.S. where like there's like not enough like stray dogs around for that to be a thing that would happen.
Yeah, I also think that
they're eating the dogs and the cats.
You hear about pets being abandoned these days, and it's a tragedy. But I'm sure it used to be way more fucking common.
Oh, well, yeah, probably. But what's the phrase people say? Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back into the music again. Yeah, I like Board Up the House. I really like this one. It's kind of poppy in a weird way, even though it's still a heavy.
This is one that would be a lot more like dynamic in Purple. You know what I mean? If they mixed it in the way Purple is mixed,
yeah,
I feel like this would fit.
Yeah, it would.
Ooh, I like that. The on the drums they have like a compression going that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it sounds like it's in a box, kind of. The drums.
I feel like.
What are they doing to those drums?
So isn't this song just sounds like he's kind of trying to?
It's like they're muting the drums after every hit. It's like the mix is just muting it.
Gated.
So it's gated. It's heavily gated. Yeah. So it just drops off. Gives it a really interesting texture.
Oh my gosh. Also, R.I.P. Alan Blickel. This was his last record with Baroness, and he passed away this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
His drumming is so great.
So was he the drummer for this album?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was the drummer on all of their first three albums.
First three, yeah, yeah.
First four, technically.
Well, because like after this one, he was the only remaining member, right?
Well, so John was the only remaining member after.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
you kind of rebuilt it.
Remaining original member, I should say.
Original member.
Yeah. And then he and Pete were the only remaining original members, and then they got Nick and Sebastian on Purple.
Yeah.
And then on Golden Gray, Pete had left, and Gina was on there.
Yeah.
And Stone is the same lineup.
Yeah.
Going forward, so it's probably gonna. I consider it the lineup at this point because.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two different eras, I guess you could say, because these are great albums. I can't deny that. But as you know, I'm a big fan of the last couple albums. I mean, I just love this band in general, you know
Yeah.
that, but
This one for me is probably the one I will always listen to the most because it was my first.
right. Yeah.
And any band, the first album of theirs I listened to, like, has a very special place.
Yeah.
I should probably see if anyone came
Yeah,
in.
I think that the last
Oh shit! Fuck! Ugh. Sorry, guys. Sorry, what were we saying?
oh. Uh no, I was just saying that yeah, this Fool song and the last song kind of have like this, like the last one he was like kind of just like numbing himself to, like just like he sounds like he's having trouble with routines and stuff.
Yes,
And
I completely agree. Like, this is like after kicking drugs and stuff, but like, and trying to build a family, but like lamenting that you're still not kind of feeling how you thought that you would feel,
right.
you know? I didn't even think this was a concept album before like 2 days ago.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, I don't
I thought it was
really.
just like, oh, we're just picking like our favorite Baroness album or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, they don't describe it as such, but I definitely think that
Well, yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, it's part of his kind of
yeah, they
philosophy.
don't really like dive much into the meaning.
Yeah,
And I've tried. Trust me, like I was on an AMA because I've really badly wanted to ask them if they. I really want to ask John if the name Baroness is inspired by, because they really like guitar harmonies and they seem to be inspired by like classic rock
they're saying like
and
Queen.
the Queen reference. Yeah, like I feel like it's a
Okay,
reference to him saying like in Killer Queen they say something about that she spoke just like a baroness,
that's true. That's true.
and I just feel like that's, if I heard that and didn't already hear this name, I might consider that as a band name for myself. Like I don't know if I
Yeah,
were
yeah,
making
yeah,
a band.
yeah. Just as fucking it's
Because I
fans.
mean, and it's the thing that I mean, that's what I love, guitar harmonies. I love solos. I love.
Yeah,
There's not as much of that on this, but still, like I'm still amazed at what they can do with the guitars, like on little
yeah.
things where
That's
it's like
why,
an acoustic
dude. That's why
electric.
they're the Pink Floyd of our time. Is you like the
They're making a soundscape.
yeah, the
Yeah,
soundscape and like the slow and like taking time to use expansive notes and the space in between notes and things.
right.
That's why it sounds post-hardcore, I think, too, because post-hardcore also was like deep into that particular aspect of guitar sound.
Mm-hmm.
It was the spacey guitars that like took some time to like build to what it was kind of
Right.
trying to say.
What? Yeah.
Oh, this one's good, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The themes it's about, I think. I think this is kind of about what we're experiencing right now in like
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
That's what I think. For me, I guess I mean, and what I mean by that is like, I think what he's like saying is like we are like, or
We're
when our
coming to
fingers on the
grips with who
trigger, we
we are.
collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Like coming to grips with how weak we are to the like monster of capitalism or whatever you want to call
right.
it.
I do appreciate that he doesn't say much about what his stuff. He does in interviews. He'll talk in interviews about,
Right,
like you
right.
were saying, he'll talk about his struggles, but
But his lyrics
he doesn't,
are
he's never like sat down and said like this is the reason that this is like this in this song. And I like when artists
yeah.
are a little bit vague about it
Oh
still,
yeah. That's important.
and then you get to do the work of. I mean, it's essentially what your podcast is in a way. Is like
Well, yeah. If they
analysis.
explained it all the time,
I gotta defend your podcast in the sense that I heard you've got comments. You tell me you get comments that are sometimes like a little bit like, oh, that's not what that's about. And it's like, well, this is less of a regurgitation of what other people think and more of like a listen through an
Exploration.
analysis
Yeah.
of our own of
Yeah.
what we get from it, and then we do consider other stuff, but yeah, that's always been like a little bit of a
well, that's the thing.
Sticking point for me with those comments.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I've learned throughout these years is that music fans of particular bands are really forgiving when you don't know like facts and details.
Right.
They're extremely forgiving, and they never let it slide.
Yeah.
They never type up a comment and let you know that you didn't know this one fact that you'd only know if you were a hyper fan. No, but like for real, it's definitely one of those things where like as a music podcast, it's just like, oh yeah. Like every like subreddit you go to, with there's exceptions, but most subreddits are like, if you're just doing anything that's not like a super duper fan, they're like, you're not a super fan, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like they don't like it. It's like I'm just like music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And I was telling Megan that we were doing this today, and she's like, "You guys haven't done that one yet?" And I'm like, "Well,
it is amazing we haven't done it."
Yeah, it is a little bit amazing, but at the same time, I think that you've just tried to make sure you do a lot of different stuff, and you've kind of saved it.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's also a double album and stuff
or something. Yeah.
230.
Oh, you're not at 300 yet. 233. Nice.
233, I think.
Nice.
Or 234. One of those two.
Nice.
Yeah.
You started at 150. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, it's hard. It's like, oh, it's been okay. So it's been about that's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. That's nuts.
I suppose if there's 52 weeks in a year.
I have noticed something though.
I was doing the math on it for some reason, but yeah, okay.
So a lot of the podcasting platforms don't have the more recent episodes. Yeah. So if you want the most recent episodes, you have to either be on the YouTube or on the Patreon. That's just FYI.
Yeah.
They're cracking down on stuff with music clips. At least that's what it looks like when you're like on the computer, but maybe it's different when you're on the podcast app and you have the RSS feed.
Yeah.
But basically, like if I go to my creator page on Spotify, the latest episode is Utada Hikaru, which was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, all the rest of them have been removed.
What?
But they do get to YouTube before they're removed, though. So, like, they all are on YouTube and are on the Patreon. So, and I think they probably get to some podcast apps before Spotify deletes them, because they're there for like a week before their like copyright thing comes in and is like, fuck you.
And yet they fucking are letting they're letting King Lizard.
Dude, right?
And
that's what I'm saying. What the fuck do they care about copyright?
Do not go to any of their music, the King Lizard music on any platform, because I already did it once just to see what their stupid fucking ripoff sounded like, and it sounded like the dumbest shit. It sounded basically like it was Rattlesnake, but it was just like the guitar system was different. The guitar sounded different, and the singer was like Rattlesnake, 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 and it was like, this is fucking bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, we're in a weird.
So
time.
like, but okay, was that just like a guy though? Because they did take it down immediately.
Yeah,
but like, that's like, it gets me to wondering like, how easy is it to just fucking upload something to Spotify?
Yeah.
Should there maybe make more like gates?
Yeah,
like, is this a problem with their security?
Yeah.
Because, like, I do think that some of it's probably not. I mean, they probably let it through because it was King Gizzard, and King Gizzard recently, like, made a lot of people leave Spotify, or got a lot of people to leave Spotify, myself included. But, yeah. Fuck Spotify. One day I will migrate the podcast files to a different server, but Right now. I'm not paying for Spotify. I'm not financially contributing. I'm just using their upload to distribute the podcast because that's where it has been for the last ever.
So it's Psalms Alive, right?
Yes.
I like. Yeah, this one had like I don't know. We'll talk more in the podcast. I'll have to just. I might have to conserve more of my talking energy for the podcast proper, but
But I do think the Psalms Alive thing is a little like tongue in cheek, you know?
yeah, I also think that I'm feeling like this is his point of acceptance, and like he says, the sins of our forefathers lies within our clutching hands, and
Mm.
I think he maybe is saying like we can. I don't know.
There are some people that think that is a lot of the stuff that he's talking about is a metaphor for like a war or something.
Right. Like he's
Like maybe a naval war considering all the water.
Oh yeah, this was the first song. Stretch Marker was the first instrumental they played. Pete and John played together after they had basically just gotten to the point where they could start playing guitar in their physical therapy after the bus accident, and then they like played this in the hospital together,
Oh my God.
or maybe not in the hospital. I think it was maybe just like in some nice room.
Man, we're getting our fucking 50th Beatles movie. Where's our Baroness movie?
I actually think we were talking about Metallica earlier. It's like if anything, do a movie about Metallica. Just the movie, or just the era from basically start with kicking out Dave Mustaine and go to like
That's a
the
cool
death
spot.
of Cliff Burton.
That's a cool spot to start.
Yeah, I think that would be an amazing, interesting movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Baroness. Yeah, we're like I said, it's weird. We're just in this era where like there's not really gonna be another big rock.
I think there could be.
Maybe there could be a rock revival of sorts in the mainstream, but
Well, it's like, I don't know. I just think that, like, maybe the mainstream's dead,
yeah, in a way,
you know?
yeah.
Like, people share music independently of the mainstream now.
Well, yeah, it's
You know
more.
what I mean?
Yeah,
They're clawing at, like, they're trying to get our attention or whatever, but, like, we're like, we
Yeah.
make the tastes.
right,
We the humans.
right. We the humans, yeah, and that is, yeah. It's not that there's definitely popular acts that I like, more popular acts.
Right.
I love Lil Yachty.
Right.
Like he's awesome.
Well, yeah.
But
And there's certain people that are stars or
right,
whatever.
and whatever. But I just yeah. At the end of the day, it's like I like that I.
But, you know, I'd be
have a
willing to
band
bet. I'd be willing to bet that some of these pop stars listen to Baroness. You know?
Yeah.
I bet you fucking Sabrina Carpenter's thrown on some Baroness sometime. That
She's
would be
throwing
actually
on,
really funny.
Yeah, I want to see more of that because it was fun to like growing up seeing that Ozzy Osbourne's favorite stuff was like Frank Sinatra, and
Oh yeah,
Dave
dude.
Mustaine grew up listening to Elton John, and
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
and I think
That was pretty much the last time it was me and you. Was when we were talking
Yeah.
about Dave Mustaine.
yeah.
This is another album about addiction, but from a completely different kind of perspective.
Yeah.
Rather than embracing it with open arms, kind of getting giving us some wisdom about it.
Right.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, when I
Oh, did you see the sign between?
Oh, the sign between. Nice, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, yeah. There's some cool stuff there.
it almost sounds otherworldly or supernatural.
Yeah. It's almost like some ELO shit.
Yeah.
Like ELO time. Yeah.
Mm.
I do love that, like, they end with a, like, hard, strong track.
Right.
Like, they understand, like, yeah, we know we've meandered. We know if it's gotten soft.
Yeah.
We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
Just if they were, you know, for the
Right.
detractors. It's
So
well paced.
yeah, I think here he's definitely saying that, like, he's given up trying to figure out, like, the end of things or figure out.
Yeah.
He's just like trying to accept. I think yeah, this and the last song are like his coming to accept and move on and
Yeah.
finally live life to the fullest until you
Ooh,
can't
yeah.
live anymore.
I love that. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It's almost like surf guitar a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a taste. Righteous. I don't fit into my Baroness shirt anymore.
No.
Otherwise, I would have wore that.
He's. I always feel like in this line he's saying it almost silver and gold is.
It's almost
gold and gray.
Golden gray. Yeah.
Which
I
is
almost.
like,
yeah.
maybe he looked at that lyric and he's like, wait, because for Golden Gray he had an interview where he explained how he didn't want to do like an orange album because orange is such a.
That's what everyone
color.
expected too.
Yeah. Well,
everyone's like, well, it's got to be orange.
Yeah. It's intense. Yeah, but I get. He was starting to say like he thinks of hunting gear and orange traffic cones and stuff.
Yeah,
and he said
right,
that doesn't
right.
really fit the motif that he was going for. So yeah,
they should have one album cover where they're all wearing they band themselves is wearing very bright orange hunting gear, and then the next album just go back to the art like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Because they could do that once and have it be really, really funny and cool. But, like, if they tried it again, I'd be like, no. I want the art.
Yeah.
But can you imagine them, like, acting like rock stars? It'd be so, like, antithetical to, like, their whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they could do the back of an album of just, like, a picture of them in, like, hair metal gear or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, they're so serious, you know? So it'd be really funny, you know? Fuck, dude. It's good shit.
Yeah, very I just love the amount of fuzz that they put on all the guitar.
Real fuzzy.
Yeah.
As Bard would say. Still's got that southern twang to it a little bit. Feel it fade away. Wicked.
Yeah, the line between is maybe figuring out the balance in the mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Between
Yeah. It's really it's such a great way to I mean, this is of course the way it ends, but like this is more just kind of returning to home and the
Dude, were you the one who said that they should do a yellow and green tour? because I mean, they did the
Yeah.
red and blue.
Yeah, that's I think yeah, because we went to the yellow, the red and blue one. But
Yeah,
yeah, if they did the yellow and green, I'd fucking be there.
yeah, in a heartbeat.
Probably take some fucking acid or something.
Yeah.
But that would be awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I like this outro a lot, and once again, it's got that southern feel to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Like if you like, it's something I never would have thought was in there, but
Yeah,
then
I would legit
it was
listen to
pointed out.
like I would legit listen to like an Americana country album from them. Like
Yeah,
I think they could. I think I could do a country album.
yeah. I wonder if they like fuck around with that, like when they're dicking around in the studio at all.
Yeah, well,
You know,
I know you're not a huge fan of Golden Gray, but
I just
this
haven't heard it as much as the other
yeah,
albums.
there's one song on there that Cold Blooded Angels that is very much. It's got a very westerny southern feel to it.
Okay,
Um, yeah,
I feel like I've heard like Purple and Stone more than Golden Gray,
yeah. It's not
but
everybody's favorite, but
I think it just had stuff going on. You know,
yeah.
sometimes I
There's a lot of
sometimes I
albums
just
I
have
listen
stuff
to.
going on when it comes out, and
Sometimes you
I'm
have
like, oh yeah, I'll listen to that.
sometimes you have a lot of albums to listen to, like all the time.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. It is like every week or so. I heavily focus on one album.
Right,
I what's the hyper focus? That's the word I was looking for.
right.
It's such a peaceful, nice way to end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, just let it.
I also think in between this and the next album, I think they kind of set up shop in Philadelphia, and it almost feel like it's almost like that last song is like a goodbye to that era of
Goodbye to
Baroness living when they were in
Philly.
Savannah, Georgia, instead of
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, Philadelphia. That's a much. That's a different, different place. That's the fucking Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a flavor of the Midwest.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
particular.
Pennsylvania's pretty. I would.
Yeah,
I think people.
it
Would
is
say
the Midwest. It's
Pennsylvania is
just like
Midwest.
it's not like Wisconsin Midwest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You only really know the difference if you're from the Midwest. But I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, fucking love this album. Um, and we have a lot to say about it, guys.
Yeah.
We have a lot to say about it. When we come back, we are going to cover yellow, and then we're going to cover green. We're doing it all tonight. And I think Dave just showed up too. So Dave's going to be here to talk along with us. So we'll catch y'all in a minute. Break. There it is. So we don't hear the theme song anymore, but it is going out to the YouTube.
The album concept hour. It's the album concept
Is this
hour.
on YouTube or is this just on the...
It's on you. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, that's right. It's the...
Yep. We have
50-50.
it's on Yep.
Yep.
Welcome to the Album Concept Hour. My name is Brad LeBaron, and I am here as your host, as I always am. And we have our guests, or our co-host, Dave over there. What's going on, Dave?
Yo, I'm just lounging here.
Welcome back.
What's up?
We when we last left our podcast, we did Drive By Truckers Southern Rock Opera, and today we are doing Baroness, Green and Yellow. Why, you may ask? Well, there's a certain team that's doing pretty good in a certain league. They might go to the big game.
So
But
soccer team?
Yeah, some kind of footy team. I
Nice.
think I've heard.
Footy ball,
Footy ball, yeah, something like that.
foosball,
Foosball. But no, we're covering a beautiful album that me and my friend and my co-host here, Nate and Manny, has brought to the table. And this one we go way back with. This one was like, I think, one of the first albums you probably showed me of like music that you like.
yeah,
Like we were like hanging out and stuff, but like
yeah.
you were like the first of my friends to hear this album. So like you had it on like vinyl, and you would play it a lot when
Yeah, I'd bring it over. You were living, like, eventually I would end up living with you and Reese, and
Mhm.
so we had roommates together, and
Yes.
we would play a lot of records in our common area and
Yes.
share our musical taste. And
Such
this is
as
one of the ones I brought.
Wu-Tang
Yeah,
and Baroness
yeah.
and Earthless. I
And
remember
Earthless,
that Earthless
yeah.
one was really good too.
And a lot of it was vinyls. Yeah, a lot of it was vinyl that me and this other guy Reese, that has been on the podcast before, have
Yes.
brought to the table. But yeah, other people would bring over their records. And,
Yeah.
like
Your
you guys
former
had some,
co-host.
Yeah, my former co-host on
Yeah.
on WSUM.
Yeah. The Witching Hour.
Yeah, the Witching Hour.
Yeah. If you've been listening to this podcast long enough, you've heard about the Witching Hour. So this album we go way back with this album, and we're really, really excited to talk about it. And it's got a special place for us. But before we get to all that, let's find out what everyone is listening to lately and all that. Oh crap! For me, I don't have a playlist this week for Music League. I actually have to come up with one. Come to think of it.
Come up with the playlist?
Come up with a playlist. Yeah. I wonder if I can find out. Why don't one of you go first? I'm going to find out what the playlist is this week, and we can talk about that. What about you, Dave? What have you been jamming on?
So, got a lot of things have been spinning around. For heavy rotation, the last week or two has been Tony Sly, a lot of his acoustic solo albums.
Tony
I'm trying
Sly.
to remember. He used to front. I think I'm blanking. I was gonna look up. I think it's No Use for a Name, a punk band.
Okay.
And then he did as time went on, he kind of just a lot of acoustic solo stuff, and they're just friggin'-tastic. Probably my favorite one is the 12. I think it's called 12 Song Program.
Okay.
Just
The
fantastic.
12 song. Okay, a 12 song program. I get it now.
Then a lot of Slow Dive, a lot of Lemonheads, lots of. There's been Ramones and Clash in the mix, and there's one more. Oh, Replacements, just another heavy rotation of Replacements again the last few weeks. So that's that's what I got going on.
Keep replacing replacements with more replacements.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it works.
Yeah. Nice. All right. That sounds like a good mix of songs and music. What about you, Nate? You been jamming on anything specific?
Well, the last 3 or 4 months, I've been listening to a lot of this album, by Blood Incantation, called Absolute Elsewhere.
Absolute Elsewhere.
It's this sci-fi concept album that we should I would like to do on the podcast at some point if possible. But
Is this connected to the DC Absolute Universe?
no,
Okay.
actually,
Okay.
but it's so I don't know exactly how to describe it right now. Maybe it's for the best because the first half and the second half are basically like two. The first one is called the Stargate, and the second one is I
Ooh.
can't remember what the next one is, but it's and then it's divided by tablets, so that's like tablet 1, tablet 2, tablet 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, the second song on the album has.
Hold on, is this something that should be on the list?
I feel like you should put it on the list.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
okay.
people are loving it. People,
Yeah.
it's a renowned death metal album of the last. It's like it's basically this new genre of like cosmic death metal.
I like cosmic.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that usually brings out some cool sounds.
Yeah. So that's been the main band and album I've been listening a lot of, and I just love that album. And it's great for like heavy music's great for working out. And then other
Oh
than
yeah,
that,
definitely.
so I recently, this is related to music, I swear, but I recently bought a new car. I got a Nissan Leaf, and I like programmed all the radio stations, and I noticed that since I hadn't been listening to radio in a long time, I was like, oh, WPR, and they just like always play classical music, and like that's my default when I get into my car now. It's just like whatever classical music. So I've been listening to a lot of classical recently, actually. Whatever, or maybe not necessarily classical, but like music that's composed, like composers made it, and it's a certain ensemble of instruments or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Generally, they're playing. Generally, they're playing classical.
It's good for road rage.
Mm-hmm.
Great for road rage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have zero rage on the road right now. I'm the person now that gets road raged at. 'Cause now that I'm driving an electric vehicle, I'm like, gotta use my regenerative brakes, and I gotta make sure that I go slow so I don't use all my energy. So I'm like, fuck it. I was on the highway going to Fond du Lac, and I was like going like 60, 65, and people were passing me, but I don't care. Like,
as long as you're in the right lane.
Yeah, I was in the right lane.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck it. Just
the right lane, which is the left lane. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta box those people in. No.
Yeah, I should have been more specific. Correct lane.
The right lane is the right lane.
If you're in the left lane, match the speed that's the person in the right lane. That makes everything so much better.
That's If you can actually be parallel and like just stay next to each other, that's actually what everyone likes the most.
That's great for mileage.
Yeah. But as far as me, I've been I don't have anything to jam on yet. We're building the playlist in my little Music League playlist corner. And the prompt this week is, have we had a song about, what was it? Have we had a sad song round? I think we need one. Actually, Sad and Mad would be fun one. So
Sad and Mad
is what we're trying to put together, I guess. So any ideas for Sad and Mad? I was thinking maybe, we were talking about Senses Fail earlier. Senses Fail is sad. Man.
Bullet for My Valentine, Tears Don't
You
Fall.
got some emo stuff. Yeah.
Like aggressive music, but sad lyrics? How do you
Sad
play
and mad. It says, boo-hoo ha-ra, I think is what it says here. Boo-hoo ha-ya is what the round is called.
I'm not kidding, though, when I say, because like... It's a callback to earlier during the listen through when I think I mentioned something about you were talking about Senses Fail, and I thought
yeah.
But seriously, he's like, tears don't fall, they crash around me, and he's sad, but I don't know. You don't have to put that on there. It's trash, but
yeah.
Metallica 1.
IMO.
Metallica 1. Okay.
In my opinion.
Ooh, Sad and Mad. Yeah. They can do that. They do that sometimes. Yeah.
Sad and Mad.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like The Used and My Chemical Romance and
what about
all those guys?
Fuck, what about
My Chemical Romance?
Yeah,
wouldn't be bad.
Who's the rapper he's white and he's
Eminem.
fat and he's not Jelly
Action
Roll.
Bronson.
Action Bronson.
Yeah.
He's white and he's fat. But,
that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, he's got that song Baby Blue.
Oh, that's a good one.
That might be a Sad and Mad.
That's a
really good Sad and Mad.
Yeah, that's a Sad and Mad.
Why you gotta act like a bee when I'm with you? That's a good song. Oh, you're
it's got a good verse
for that shit.
It's got a good verse by Chance the Rapper. You know, it's a good song. It's a
Yeah.
good song. Yeah. Future Brad, take this into consideration before you submit things. But
I'm gonna be thinking about this while we.
you only have 4 days though, so you better get to it.
Chop chop.
Chop chop. It's Future Brad. Rude is what Future Brad is saying in retrospect.
You don't tell me what to do,
Weird,
past Brad.
weird. I just got like an image of a thought of a future me. Anyway,
Concept of a plan.
the concept of a plan. What if Future Brad somehow took over right now? Like took over my body.
Well,
And I was able to.
I'm good. There's a good reason. There's probably future information we need to know. Then
That's true. That's true. There could one day be some future information that needs to be dispersed to
right
past.
now,
Brad.
a future date could kick down this door and say, "You got to come with me if you want to live."
Yeah. That could and then we could create like a loop.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we had to.
it's like a whole Rick and Morty scene.
Yeah, we have to finish the loop. Is what we'd have to do. We were already part of the loop by the time they're in. Anyway,
that was fun.
this album that we're talking about today, Baroness is yellow and green. We did kind of, in tongue in cheek, kind of want to cover it because the Packers are doing good and we're from Wisconsin. But it's also one of our favorite albums. It's an album that me and Nate, like we said, we've had a lot of time with. We've listened to it a lot with our friends. And they've come to Madison quite a bit, and we've seen them several times. The poster right here. This has got their signatures right here from when I saw them downstairs at a Strictly Discs. Yep. So safe to say we are fans. But I think me and Nate are both somewhat in the same boat in the sense that like we only when we started getting ready for this realized that there's many more deep themes happening within the album than we maybe realized.
Right. I mean, when I got into Red and Blue, the first two albums, and I feel like those albums, the lyrics are a little bit more the lyrics are more thought out on Yellow and Green than those albums, and they're a little bit more storytelling to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree that like it's like, oh, this is all about like an arc of a person going through drug addiction and recovery, and with no like particular, there's no 12-step BS in there for sure, but
right. He's just talking about his like experience or whatever.
Yeah, in a like kind of poetic way. Yeah. So I guess what I was trying to say is I didn't really pay as much attention to when this album first came out. I think I was more interested in like all the musical things they were doing more so than the lyrics, and I definitely learned. I must have not noticed what I was reading or something.
Well, I think that I think maybe we both did this where like we thought it was maybe about relationships or like some other personal thing, because like the lyrics are not. I don't want to just say flowery, but like they're more poetic. They're more vague sometimes,
right?
And more kind of up to your interpretation. And John Dyer Baisley, the main songwriter or lyric writer at least, he is very against kind of sharing some of those details. He often does not share the details of like what the songs are about, and he kind of lets people figure it out for themselves, which we appreciate.
Right, but you can definitely, I definitely think that you're right. Like we were thinking, it just seems like there's like reading the lyrics more attentively. It seems like there's more of a through line. We did talk about how the Genius Notes maybe are telling. There's one primary writer on the Genius Notes, it seems, that maybe telling his own particular version, but there were a lot of things that I actually unironically agreed with that he said
right
about that stuff. So at this point, I'm leaning towards the seeing it as in that concept.
Yeah. Well, there's like you were saying that there's a guy in the Genius Notes that does have like his own clear like feeling about like what this album's about. Jesse Bergen is their name. But fortunately, I do have a good thread on Reddit that I'm going to go to that's got a couple of good fan theories about it. Because just one second, I got a little bit of a headache. I got to take a little. I know it's controversial, but I got to take a little Tylenol, guys.
Oh, that was a Flintstone vitamin.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. For concept, is a lot of bird concepts like swans and turkeys, or is that mostly just the artwork?
Oh, yeah. That's right. John Dyer Baisley is also a artist, a physical medium artist, and does all the artwork for Baroness, and has done their artwork and has done artwork for some other people as well. But
I will say, they, as a band as a whole, they have some of the best art on their albums in the last X amount of years. It's every time I see one, I'm like, that's just gorgeous. Like your poster or anything up close, like the album itself, like an LP, like it's that's just incredible to look at.
That's what he's going for. Specifically, is he wants to go back to that kind of LP, like big art kind of format that he from like the 70s and stuff. He thinks that's like the best of both worlds, because like you get all the artwork and these big, almost poster sized things.
There's something about it, like especially like the double like gatefold or anything that that, or has a poster. Where if you have that record playing and it's just in the background and you're sitting there just like I don't know. There's something I always love about that art of like those albums. You just can't get lost as the music's playing, and you're just like, oh shit, I gotta go back to that track again. Like because you start zoning out because sometimes it's hard to like focus on two things. But I just love like a great artwork on an album.
Yeah, that's actually what initially drew me into the band. Is the Red Album was the first album that I saw of theirs, and I saw it in the CD rack or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna get the CD, but I want the vinyl.
That looks cool as fuck.
Yeah, that looks cool as fuck. I usually that's 100% of the time almost. Yeah, actually, that.
Well, I mean, that's one of the joys of like, you don't judge a book by its cover, but you kind of judge a record by its cover.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like not 100%. Like, like there's like, the White Album or whatever, which is like a minimalist, like nothing thing. But like
Spinal Tap's Black Album.
The Black Album, there's like, there are these, minimalist evocative ones too. But like even that is saying something,
Yeah, I think that's
less
saying
is
like,
more.
Less
what
is
if
more.
we just did nothing? They would still buy it. You fools!
You
You'll
fools!
Still buy it.
You fools! You stupid fans of our music.
Consume.
But he is definitely one of the best, like artist and like painter people, like, because that's the best thing is like he doesn't have to translate his idea or his themes through any other artist for you to get them across. He's got his imagery, he's got his lyrics, and his obviously his guitar and bass work. But we'll get to that. When they got together to put this album together in the studio, it was only 3 of them. So this is the only album of their discography with 3 members, and we'll get into more of that later. But why don't we get into a track? Since we got a double album we got to get through tonight.
Start with the first track.
Let's start with the first track. That's a good idea.
That is a good part to start.
That's always. I think that's a great idea.
Starting point.
So this is going to be the yellow theme, and the I chose the part where it transitions into track 2 because it's a really just good transition. One of my favorite album openings, I think, in general, of like the albums that I listen to. It's one of, I think, the best, like,
it's up there.
Yeah, you're just so fucking pumped when that first like It's like such a good like little snippet of what's to come.
Reminds me of like the first Mars Volta album where like it's like a minute and a half. It's like a kind of dreary little tones and like you hear like a couple like
Oh yeah,
dun.
exactly. That's a really
and when
good
it kicks
call.
off track 2, just it's like screaming. It's like
Yeah. Oh my god, that's like the exact same kind of feeling.
it's like those 2 tracks are fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And similar vibe. I wouldn't say the same vibe, but similar approach to music making, I think.
I would agree with that.
That we start with an instrumental though, and both the Green album or the Yellow album and the Green album have an instrumental, and there's not much I can really say just going off of the first track. Let's go to the second track.
Yes.
Yeah. The first track's kind of like more of an intro track. The Green theme's a little longer than the Yellow theme. The Green theme there's a little more to say, but the Yellow theme is more like just an intro to Take My Bones Away. So here is that. Hell yeah. Oh, the buzz is back. I don't know why it came back, but it seems to be back now.
It's back, baby.
It's back, baby. But Buzz Aldrin's back in the lines. But yeah, let's Take My Bones Away. One of the big singles for this album, and this is where we really get to. Okay, so here's the thing. There's 2 kind of concepts we were going to talk about tonight. One is the actual concept album or concept of this album, and the other thing is the kind of remarkable story behind this song and what happened to them next. So, if you don't know already, dear listener, shortly after this was released, and they were on the tour to promote this album and everything, they had a major bus crash. They fell 40 feet or something.
Yeah, it was in Bath, England. Their bus driver, I guess, lost control of the vehicle and they fell off of a highway viaduct.
Yeah.
That was 30 feet above the next one. And no one remarkably died or anything, but they had to leave the tour, and main members of the band, like John, and I think a lot of the members had injuries that they had to wait in the hospital for, and John had a lot of work done, and
and it did fundamentally change the formation of the band. Already, by the time Yellow and Green came out, the previous bass player had left, and then John Dyer Baisley basically took up the kind of mantle for recording purposes. It was when, let me see what the name is of the bass player. Summer Welch left. Yeah, he left before Yellow and Green, and John Dyer Baisley played all the bass parts. And this is the only album, like I said, that's got a trio that recorded and did the songwriting, rather than 4 or 5 Ps. And it's kind of the last incarnation with original members besides John Dyer Baisley. After this, going on to Purple and Forward, he's the only original member, right?
Yeah, right now he's the only original member of the band, and I think what's interesting, we were talking about how this.
Oh yeah, the
Take
song
My
connects.
Bones Away
Right.
is in this. It's probably talking about drugs, but it's funny because they literally had to put steel and stuff in his bone, he broke his bones, and we were talking about how it almost seems prophetic that he sealed his own fate by saying "Take my bones away," but Maybe
Well,
that's
kind
a
of-
little...
It kind of like became part of our mythology among friends, I think.
yeah.
And among people that like knew about it and then knew about the song and the connection. It's like, if you don't know what the themes are or whatever, it does seem like he prophesized like, to some entity, take my bones away
Yeah.
in some kind of Jobian kind of task,
Right.
So yeah, it is for us. It was always very, very cool, kind of like, rock mythos story that we would kind of share amongst ourselves, and like, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that whole idea that they would even have the power to like, summon this
Yeah.
horrible thing.
But then they, of course, overcame it and all that, and then Purple was kind of like, well, that's interesting because this is all about like drugs, and like Purple is like,
A bit of a relapse.
yeah, a bit of a relapse, and like this song is actually probably more about drugs, right? It's
Yeah. So, our mythology aside, with the whole, the bus accident, tragedy, and how it's oddly prophetic. The first half of this album, Yellow, is largely about addiction. I think I do definitely agree with Jesse Bergen on Genius.com that it is mostly about addiction on Yellow. However, there's some people that think that this could be like a kind of war or battle theme going on throughout the album. So yeah, I'm interested
Maybe
to
it's
kind of
both.
look for that.
Yeah.
I see that more in the second
it's
half.
a personal war on drugs.
Yeah, well, I see that more in the like on the second half. There's some things where it could be like war related,
Yeah.
but not as much in the first half.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have I'm just gonna look at some of the lyrics here. Yeah, what was the plan here? I can't seem to stop pissing and spitting from bottom to top, picking up viscera, tendons, and broken remains. So he's kind of in a bad place. And he, oh yeah, the second verse here. I took your advice on the requisite pills and forbidden pies from white windowsills, swallowing caveats, Bahamut's breath, and migraines. So just trying to like find whether it be pharmaceutical drugs or whether it be like forbidden drugs or like actual like street drugs or something to deal with his pain. He's still he's still not having a good time.
He's hurting.
And what does the Genius Note suggests? I should probably read at least one of these from Jesse here. Let's see. The narrator expresses a desire to be taken out of his comfort zone and to be forced to fight for each day. A similar sentiment is expressed in Shock Me from Purple. Oh, okay. It's not what I was really looking for, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. It's really, really good intro to the album. Any other thoughts on?
Well, there's also that lyric there. Why was your mouth beginning to foam? Did I tell you don't come home? I wonder if he's expressing kind of like regret there of like did I tell you don't come home? I think of like times when I've had fights where I say something to a loved one that I maybe was like more strong than I actually believe. And then you're like, you can't really take that back. And he's like,
yeah, right.
I don't know. That's kind of how I'm seeing that too. But yeah. Not to get too funny either, but I was gonna say not to get too funny either. But I was also saying how a dog.
Oh yeah. This was
a dog can foam in the mouth, but they can also take their bones away.
Pissing and spitting from bottom to top. Picking up viscera, tendons, and broken remains.
Yeah. You lead the way, I'll follow.
Oh, my God.
Take my bones away, I'll find them every day.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I just had a thought.
Doggos.
If this is about a dog, maybe it's like him feeling like a dog,
Yeah, it could
like
be
feeling like he is
Right.
like less than a man
Yeah.
because of his addiction and stuff.
Right. That could be. Yeah.
Don't-
But
Come
he'll find
home.
them every day, no matter what. He's gonna find them.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. God, you might be right about that. It's like addiction through the eyes of a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely what John Dyer Baisley was intending. I like that though. I think that's not bad.
I don't think it's a bad.
Um,
Yeah.
Let's see. Lyrics are of the POV of an addict struggling to get clean. He seems to talk to another. See, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Jesse Bergen, if I could say just one thing about your the way you write, you're saying stuff as if this is what it's about and this is what it is. You know, you could say like it could be about this. You know
There's
what I
a
mean? You
lot
could
of
phrase it a
genius-
little.
There's a lot of genius annotations I feel that are like that though, where they're like,
Yeah, they're very like authoritative.
yeah.
Like they definitely know.
Maybe we need to start. Maybe I, in general,
I
should go
do
on for our bands. We like you could go on there for like King Gizzard and just
Yeah.
say shit.
Well, it's
whatever.
weird. Like if you're just the first one to like put a note there, like
Yeah, right,
your
then-
word is law or
Yeah.
whatever. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Because like I think that Jesse Bergen here has done most of the discography
Yeah.
of
Oh, okay.
Baroness. Yeah,
This
yeah,
song
yeah.
He
is
needs
from
a
addiction to
competitor.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a competitor.
Yeah, you
maybe.
need someone else to be commenting on the Baroness. Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was just joking around. But yeah, definitely, there definitely could be the dog metaphor there of like, yeah, like he's broken and beaten like
Yeah.
a mangy dog in a way.
That
And
definitely fits.
but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, I have a little bit here that I don't know if you knew this, Nate, but at the beginning of March to the Sea, if you listen really closely,
Yeah,
you can hear him say,
You got
"Alan,
this,
you
Alan."
got this, man."
yeah, that
Yeah, here's that.
that's kind of
Here's that. Hold on. But in the actual mix, it's very, very quiet. I never knew that it was there until
Right, yeah.
I did
It's-
preparation for this.
kind of sad and because he's since passed
Oh,
away. Yeah.
right. You were saying, oh
So
my
it's
God.
almost like there's like a
That is.
there's an eternal call to his friend, and like he had known Alan for I think he was in the band, the other person in the band the longest other than John at that point.
Mhm.
And I think they were in the Savannah scene, they would have been like at the same like basement shows that like Mastodon was going to, and like Kylesa and a lot of these.
Yeah.
There's like this sludge movement, and
Well, it's interesting. Like we just talked
part of
about
that.
Southern Rock Opera by Drive-By Truckers, which is like this kind of historical background for that area of the United States. And this is like a brand new, completely different scene that also still has like, love for the Southern sound and all that.
Right.
So yeah, really, really cool. I don't know. I imagine if you're listening to the episodes in order, that's a cool connection. You know what I mean? But this next track we got for you guys is another one of the big singles of the album, March to the Sea. That guitar part is really iconic, I think. Ding, ding. It's like, yeah, it is kind of a march, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like it's not like your typical march, but it does have some elements of a actual march.
I don't want to say it's a dirge, but it feels it's definitely about their.
Yeah,
We'll talk about how it's about their friend who passed away.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we can just say that it's about their
We'll
friend.
talk about it
who-
right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's talk about it right now because I'm talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're talking about it.
Yeah. Now we're talking about it.
I don't know why we chose this really dark thing to joke about, but his friend did
Stuck
pass.
the landing.
Stuck the landing. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're always tactful here at the Album
Yeah.
Concept Tower. But no, it is seriously though. The sea allegory in general, in at least this half of the album, is very, very representative of addiction. And that's one of the kind of metaphors often used for addiction is getting drowning in it, and it pulling you down, and you not being able to get back to get a breath of fresh air or whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the allegory he's using throughout the Yellow. And in this case, it was a friend. And I think so it starts, one of the first things he mentions is Valium. You left me all alone. Tell me when I will be whole again. And then the next chorus, it says, sweet morphine. You've taken all of me. Let me know when you will let me go. So like it's a progression, from the prescription drug for pain to the morphine, the harder prescription drug for pain. And then finally in the last chorus, heroin, where did you take my friend? Tell me why those ropes are hanging high. So it's really, I never looked at the lyrics. Like I had no idea what the chorus said. I was just like, let me all, like I was completely missing any of the finer points of this very thoughtful, meaningful song.
Yeah, like I said, I had come to this band from my appreciation of guitar and guitar harmonies and that like Thin Lizzy Queen kind of sound in the fuzz and the guitars. But so maybe I just didn't really, I was like, yeah, this is a song about a guy who died of an overdose and it's really sad, isn't it? And I just kind of didn't really pay, but yeah, it's pretty poetic. And I feel like, I always wondered what you meant by you tucked your fingers in between my troubled bones, and I'm wondering if he's talking about shooting up together.
Oh, maybe
because you're just putting your fingers in. Yeah, maybe he's talking about somebody who he did opioids
and then
with, and
then the next thing he's
he got rid of his addiction and his friend died.
Yeah, and what you did next was second to none. You really let us down. You tied yourself up and jumped in the sea, never to come home.
Right, like somebody who just got lost in the addiction completely.
Yeah, and then went too far finally one time, and that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, addiction is not fun, people.
Yeah.
And
I think me and Brad have both known. I mean, I'm secondhand.
Right. Yeah. We have
overdose.
Right.
Well, I know. I mean, Joe. I don't know if he was into opiates, but.
Yeah. More poverty got him, but
yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we do have a mutual friend though that was fortunate enough to get past this, and not become a casualty of it.
Still very thankful that he's.
Yeah.
Here.
So yeah, but there's some people that aren't as lucky.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a dark album.
It's a dark album. We're gonna I should have not spoiler alert.
Content warning.
Content warning. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Addiction. Oh my god, guys. Let's keep making light of it. This next track we got for you is Little Things. I wish I could get the whole solo.
I know that solo is so
it's such a good solo. Double guitar. I'm a sucker for double guitar solos. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say before we talk about the lyrics specifically, just for the vocals and the sound on this song.
Yeah,
it almost sounds slightly off a little bit, but in a way that works.
Almost like a swing.
No, I'm saying the key
like
almost
one chord off, or
okay.
Yeah, one. It's.
Maybe I bet that. I mean, if it's like that, it's definitely intentional because everything they do seems to be intentional.
Right. It's almost like I
mean, everything's a little out of line with it being in this addiction state,
right?
Too.
Yeah.
Things are discordant.
yeah, a little discordant in some parts, and the vocal and like, yeah, he's doesn't have like the greatest range at this point, in his career, but he definitely I think was using. There's like this is when I start to feel like there's almost like an emo tinge to like, when I think of emo. When I say emo, I'm saying it like. I got the attitude to my voice, if that makes sense.
You're talking about Bright Eyes?
You're a greasy little thing like that. This is the first time when I.
Oh, when you like kind of realize that what it was kind of getting into more so than just
like,
your enjoyment of
I'm
it.
just like, I was thinking like just the way that this is sung on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this.
No. This is, but this is a really. I think this is a really insightful one about addiction. It's like it's kind of like him talking to the addiction or the drug, you know, because like there's a lot of this like accusation, like you lied about everything, you greasy little thing. You'll scream before you sing. You make a lot of noise.
Lied about everything.
Yeah, and now they've taken everything. Now you're playing enemy. This is thought control. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, like describing like a toxic, abusive relationship that he has with these drugs. And you know, of course, that's him telling himself that these are good drugs and it's fine.
Yeah, it could also be. It could. I was just to add really quick that it could also be like him in denial about maybe people in his life that are telling him that he has this problem, and he could also like there's that aspect too. He could be like saying maybe you're lying, or like you're this is thought control. You're trying to control what I do with my body or something. I mean that's
kind of like talking to someone like in kind of defiance that it's trying to tell them like something good.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I can see that.
But anyway,
well, verse 2. I mean, I got with the program. I tried to fall in line, so maybe try to kick it at some or try to.
Yeah. Oh, and then this line: "I wish I was drowning, then I could watch you burn." I thought that was an interesting thing. You know, I think that Jesse Bergen also thought this, but the idea that maybe like, you know, if he drowned, then the addiction would die. He could kill it, you know. I could watch you burn, you being the addiction. Because he hates the addiction and he wants it out, but he can't figure it out. But they mentioned the swans, like on the cover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When the tides roll in, when the trapdoor starts to swing, when the swans have sung, I'll be myself again. And yeah, swans are on the cover of Yellow. So that must hold on. Let me just look at that a little bit.
Someone's got a knife to one of them. Was it a crown?
Okay.
She had a crown of something. And he had like the needles in his head, or what was?
Yes, there's needles in his head, and then there's I think there's poppies somewhere in the sleeve. There's usually poppies around. Maybe that's the type of flower on their head. And then there's a goose or a swan. Can't really tell.
Swan. I think.
Oh, like a black swan, right? Black swan. Okay.
Very swan neck.
Okay. So yeah, there's that's the thing. He tries to weave in like his lyrics to his kind of imagery. So yeah, this one, you know, another really, really good song about addiction, or, you know, I guess talking around that, you know. And then we get to Twinkler, which is it's definitely like a high point, I think, on Yellow. It's a fun little bit.
Yeah.
Here's Twinkler. I love this one being here, kind of in the midst of all this kind of dark stuff, because it's like kind of like a positive moment, to like try to give himself some kind of motivation to maybe rise above the addiction. Though I stand in mire, I will speak distant fire. Though I'm laid to ground, I will walk age and sound. Which, like, I think it's kind of like a cool idea. Like, maybe he's just talking about like his music, like living beyond him, regardless of what happens to his body. It's psychedelic, man. It's real psychedelic track.
It's a very almost like Gregorian or
yes.
It's like there's a chant quality to it.
I wrote it's like their music. They take their music as seriously as a sermon. Is what I wrote down.
Right.
Yeah. And this is where they are very similar to the Felix Culpa. I talked about it a lot on the listen through, but both John Dyer Baisley and Marky Hladish from the Felix Culpa both are really intense songwriters that make it, vague enough that you can kind of apply it to yourself, and are also both visual artists as well, and do their own visual art. So like,
nice.
Very similar songwriting styles, just like different genres. And I think they like each other. I think they get along.
Yeah.
Honestly, like a Baroness tour with Culpa opening, dude, that'd be a fun time. I know like 12 people out there are really excited about what I just said. But by the way, Marquis Hladish, I should mention, he is making music again. If you're a Culpa head like me, he is making music and playing some shows again. So find him on Instagram and go support him. What were we talking about?
You're talking about Twinkler.
But yeah, in spite of his struggles, he'll live on through his music. I just like the phrasing of it. It's like, a mantra he's like repeating to himself, and in the midst of all this darkness. But yeah, maybe like March to the Sea is where he like decides to maybe get off of drugs, and then the rest of the album he's kind of dealing with like trying to do that. Maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's usually, sometimes that's what it takes, is like literally someone dying for
fallout from all of it.
Yeah, before you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then maybe Little Things is kind of where he's feeling bitter about doing the drugs.
Yeah.
While he's just seen this friend die, and maybe he's still doing them. And
yeah. Well, in Twinkler, also, very obvious, but like, like a star in the distance, like a light in the distance, it's like, it's just a little gleam of hope is shining in to hopefully get him through and get him out of the addiction. But then this next track we got for you, it's not looking good. Cocainium is the next track. We'll see how it goes.
That's one hell of an element.
That's one hell of an element. It's the fastest element on the periodic table. Here it is.
I wonder what the atomic weight is.
It's definitely in grams.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned it yet, but John Dyer basically is playing the bass on this album, and he's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
That blows me. Well, it doesn't blow me. I get it. Guitarists generally, when they jump on the bass, are able to just fucking rip it.
Yeah.
And bass players hate it. But that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is fucking ripping it on the bass, dude. I'm really impressed.
Yeah, and it really sets the tone for how bass sounds in the next couple of albums, really.
I'm a big
their new bassist.
I'm a big bass and drums guy. If the bass and drums are like solid and they're like locked in, like that's kind of usually the bands that I like the most.
And that's no offense to Summer Welch, but I definitely think that the bass was taken up a notch on this album for sure.
No offense to Summer Welch. No, I don't know. I don't know what Summer
Fired.
Welch is doing.
Yeah,
I hope
we
he's.
don't know.
I hope
Yeah.
they're fine.
Yeah.
Judging by the darkness and stuff. Anyway, so cocainium is not a real word. They mention in the notes here.
Oh, thank God.
Yep. However, the suffix is also often used to refer to a place where a certain action takes place. Example: a gymnasium, sanitarium, terrarium. Therefore, cocainium lightly refers to a place where the narrator goes to take the cocaine.
You got coke
It's
done?
supported by the lyrics in which the narrator references being behind windows and doors.
I suppose.
I'm in my own cocaine prison.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
But dude, I love it. Almost all the lyrics, you know,
Yeah.
except for like one. So thank you again, Jesse Bergen, for all of the notations.
Yeah.
I hope that I hope they listen. I don't know.
I hope he had
maybe
fun
we
with
can get
it.
Jesse on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're obviously a huge contributor to Genius, as am I. Anyway, oop.
Oh,
Okay, there it goes. There it goes.
genius.
But this is I have a nice note here besides the bass stuff. This is like one of the rare bands that are in a very special category, which is like I purposely don't listen to them for long periods of time, so that when I listen to them, it just hits so well. You know what I mean? It's I feel so excited, almost like hearing it for the first time again.
Mm-hmm.
So
For a band like this, do you do like an album here and here, or do you, when you get in, do you go through like the whole discography?
I usually just binge the whole discography.
Okay.
Like, I mean, well, until like I'm done with whatever tasks I'm doing. I
Of
usually don't
course.
get through the whole thing, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, yeah, for over several days, I'll go through the whole thing.
Nice.
This is definitely one of those albums that I did listen to a lot the first couple of years I heard it, and then like I put it on, kind of put it on the shelf and was like, all right, I'm gonna bring this out when I really want to jam, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. So I'm edging music. Fucking gross.
I definitely just binge their music a lot,
Yeah.
but that's just because I'm like
Mhm.
obsessed with this band. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Sorry, I'm just trying to see where I'm at in my notes. Oh yeah, and this is a part of him. Okay, so this track we're getting to, we were talking about Cocainium right now, the song that we're talking about right in this moment. Let's just start doing that in the podcast and just extending it longer and longer and longer. Listeners will love that.
Double, triple space.
Yeah. I think if we get past 2 hours, we get a penny or something. But yeah, he's I think still struggling with the addiction, and he can't. He's kind of, this is kind of the self-loathing track, I think. Let's see. Take me down easy. I can't stand the sight or the smell. Harder and harder and harder and harder to tell. Let's see. And yeah, I don't know. Like it's really like raw and rough. Put me to pasture. I can't stand the sight of the smell. Show me no quarter. I can't stand the sight of the smell. I think he's talking about maybe himself, like the sight of himself. You know what I mean? And I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, it says take this on an empty stomach. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's having. Maybe the drugs are starting to make him feel sick.
Well, yeah. I mean,
or maybe this is like a moment where he didn't have it. I don't know. It could be either or, but really, I mean, it sounds like he's not having a good time with the drugs.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like when an addict, it's never about like fun or whatever necessarily. It's about getting back to the baseline.
Sick body, sick mind.
Yeah. So he's still in that sick place, you know, cocainium. He's still in cocainium, the place like the gymnasium, but for cocaine. This next track we got for you is "Back Where I Belong," and this is a good one. I like this track. Here's "Back Where I Belong."
Hey, maybe with that, when the one tastes so great, it's a crying shame. He's
Is he
like
talking
with
about
this.
this?
Well, he was feeling sick before, maybe,
Like the morphine, maybe?
and maybe now he's like,
He said sweet morphine earlier.
yeah, maybe he's talking about how like he's gotten back on one of these many different opioids,
Mm-hmm.
and when the one poison
Yeah.
or
I do think
there's no difference between poison and cure when the one tastes so great it's a crying shame.
Yeah.
He's talking about the poison.
Yeah.
But
Well,
poison,
he mentions that earlier too, because he like compares the pharmaceutical to the forbidden thing on the windowsill. You know what I mean?
And maybe poison and the cure. There's no difference between poison and the cure. Maybe it's like there's poisons that are or like we call heroin poison, but when people are allowed to take Vicodin for the pain.
We got to remember this is also in 2012. This is like kind of peak opioid epidemic, and right before doctors started to like prescribe it less. You know, obviously that hasn't completely gone away or anything, but like it's something that a lot of people that, you know, didn't completely need pain medicines were cut off of those pain medicines because of the fact that they are so addictive and damaging. So
well, verse 2, here's the rub. There's no difference between poison and the cure. Maybe he's so fucked up he can't tell the difference between the band, the poison, and the cure.
yeah.
It's funny you brought that up.
Yeah.
Like a meme.
There is a meme, yeah.
I don't remember who created it, but somebody in the Baroness fan community made a meme of John Dyer Baisley looking at the various album covers of Poison and the Cure, and he's like, "There's no difference between these pictures."
Yeah. And I have decided I don't usually change the thumbnail for the podcast episode, but I am going to change it to that meme.
Yeah.
For this episode.
Yeah.
And one's so great it's a crying shame, you know. Which one is it? I'm not going to say. I don't want to take favorites.
Yeah.
But okay. To get serious for a second, guys.
Yeah.
Now I'm back where I belong. I think that is very telling. That is a very like shame on me kind of like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Like I let the addiction get back to a place that I said that I wouldn't, and you know. And the fact he says where I belong shows where like his head's still at and his self-esteem is still at, you know. It's sad, you know. But the chorus, the last little bit here, it ends with like a kind of positive note. I don't know what he's like doing here. It's almost like he's maybe letting go and thinking he's gonna. Maybe he's trying to like go too far and like overdose or something.
It might be because it ends with this very like heavenly and the chorus with him saying it almost sounds like he's talking about like memories.
Yeah.
And taking me to a hazy Sunday morning, like,
or like maybe he's like when he says I touched your eyes and I heard your eyes and touched your tongue. Maybe he's talking about like his friend that died in March to the Sea, like he's like on the brink of death or something.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah,
you know, but like he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, with sea lungs.
What does the other guy say?
Jesse Bergen?
Yeah, what does he say about that chorus at the end? What
does Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got a lot. Okay.
Yeah, we might.
It's
have to
unclear.
not
It's
take
unclear what the
any more
narrator is
shots.
referring to here, but some possibilities are. The narrator is looking back on a fond memory with a loved one. This might be reflecting on a time of sobriety when the narrator felt happier, or reflect on a pleasant feeling that the narrator is chasing by taking the drug. Given the psychedelic nature of Heard Your Eyes, this could represent the narrator getting high on a Sunday morning. The narrator may be imagining an idyllic scene following their sobriety where they simply enjoy a Sunday morning with their loved one. I gotta disagree. I think we were right.
Yeah, I think we were more right.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah, we'll have to put that in later, I guess. This next track is Sea Lungs, though. And let's see where our hero goes. Yeah.
It's weird. They have so many dancey beats and songs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's very dancey.
Yeah, you could
It's very
definitely
gallopy.
move to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, going along with the ocean metaphor or whatever.
Mhm.
This could be potentially a time when they're very, coming back from the trip we were talking about in the last track.
Mhm.
Where he's like on the brink. Let this breathe in deep, let the sea fill your lungs. It's better to brace for death than die for a promised land. Ooh, that is just dark.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like being like, what's the point? And even
Yeah.
trying to get clean.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
in the last verse too, before that, he said, verse 2, he says, "I've petitioned the deep for water to keep me clean." I've always felt like he's talking about like basically drowning,
Yeah.
and he's having to ask for the water to keep him clean. It
Yeah.
reminds me of how like Tartarus is doomed for eternity to. He's basically swimming in a whirlpool, and he's also like really thirsty.
Oh.
Or maybe is that Tantalus? I can't remember if it's Tartarus or Tantalus.
I can't remember.
Oh,
either.
Tantalus, because he's being tantalized from the water, but he can't drink the water. That's the one. I'm thinking.
That makes
yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
I think it's the one.
Titillating.
Yeah.
That's very titillating. Yes.
Like,
Um,
it's like being on a boat that's on fire. Like,
yeah.
well, we're fucked, but there's so much water around us. Why don't we put out the fire? Oh, we're gonna flood the boat. Oh, fuck.
The fire's keeping us warm.
Yeah.
Oh, but we're drowning. But
I'll
the fire's
never let
keeping us warm,
go.
but we're drowning.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. And then I think this might be. Oh yeah, this is from the perspective of the sea. Verse 4. Why so sad? Your tears are no match for mine. I am eternal sea, and you are a drowning man.
Yeah.
You're drowning in me.
It's like the other side kind of grabbing him and trying to bring him into death. So yeah, I think he is like. I think at the end of the last track, he's like on death's door, and then like this track, he's like kind of fighting his way back.
Mm-hmm.
From that.
Poseidon just taunting him.
Yeah. And then, I love, it's like very like mythological kind of sounding. And then we get to EULA,
Which stands for End User License Agreement.
So yeah, that's
No,
one
it doesn't.
thing. A couple people have mentioned this, not just Jesse Bergen, but we got let's see. I'm just gonna read it.
Eulogy.
First of all, EULA, short for eulogy, which I think is actually what it is. But it says, alternatively, EULA is an acronym commonly used for End User License Agreement, a contract agreement to the terms for a product. Throughout the song, the narrator reflects on the responsibility of their own addiction, so the title may refer to the idea that the narrator knew the consequences of drug use before they started using.
That is too nerdy.
That is a little bit, that's like way too much of a stretch.
I don't think that's where John was coming. Like, I just...
He doesn't seem like a...
He's an elder millennial. He might even be Gen X.
Yeah.
So I don't even think that he would even think in that way.
Yeah, it's a very
Not
interesting
say-
place to go.
I don't know the guy personally. Like I
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah,
It's parasocial,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I've never seen in any
Perfectly
of
valid
any of
explanation,
his,
but
yeah,
I
interviews
don't.
or anything, any indication that he would. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I always thought that the first one is free came with a contract. Maybe you didn't read the fine print.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
True.
his
I'll
his
sign it.
his heroin dealer didn't he didn't read the contract for when he picked up his heroin. The fine print.
Dude, it was like 300 pages long. There's a lot to read here.
It's like, this shit is addictive and will kill you. It's like in the fine print. It's like, why are you even telling me this? But yeah, for Eula though, I got a couple of clips here for you. Hold on. Let's do. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what order to do this in. So, I got 2 clips from Eula, and then I have another clip that. So, okay, sorry, I don't know why I'm being cagey. There's a bit from this song that sounds kind of like 28 Days Later, the theme. So I have a bit from 28 Days Later theme and the bit from Eula, so we can compare them. I just can't remember which clip is which.
We'll figure it out.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the 28 Days Later thing?
Now, wow, 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 wow.
Wah. So here's that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
similar progression.
Yeah. It was just, just parallel thinking or whatever.
Yeah,
But I just
right.
noticed that because it always reminded me of something. I couldn't put my finger on it, and then I was like, it like came to me. But that song is by In the House. The song is In a Heartbeat. I just noticed. I finally like figured out what song that was that it was reminding me of. And then I have one of my favorite parts of this track, which is the I can't forget the taste of my own tongue part.
Can't forget the taste of my own tongue.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the end of Yellow before we get to Green, and I think this is a really fascinating song as far as like the lyrics and stuff. One of the most, I think, the coolest lines as far as like the themes going throughout the album is when my house becomes a cage and my neighbor turns away, it's my own blood. And when my bones begin to break and my head begins to shake, it's my own blood. I think that Jesse Bergen is, I think, also mentioned this idea that this is the like withdrawal song. This is the song where they're like completely going through withdrawal. Because it starts off with like, settle down, this won't last long. I've been out and I want back in, so why not completely fade away? And what I was gonna say about the blood thing. What I like about it is when it's my own blood. I think they mean basically like, my blood is finally pure. My blood is
not
finally
adulterated
free
with
of drugs and impurities.
Yeah.
Like regardless of all the bad shit that I'm dealing with, it's my own blood now that I'm dealing with, not something that I can't control.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? There's another line. Oh yeah, and I can't forget the taste of my own tongue. Similarly, I think earlier in the album he mentions his tongue in a different context, and now I think it's in like a positive context, like, I don't know, Like now I can taste my own tongue, maybe, or I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily what it's going for, but
Yeah. I kind of
um,
see it as, yeah, like he's like you were saying, the purity of his own blood, and
yeah.
can't forget the taste of my own tongue is like, maybe like he's not, um maybe he's just like finally like, um at a resting point of like not thinking I need to just be putting like consuming to like the drugs to,
Hmm.
like I can finally forget about the taste of the pill in my mouth, or the
Oh
that as
yeah,
I
yeah.
choke it down. And
Right, right.
yeah,
Kind of like looking backwards at his time doing
yeah,
all of that.
yeah. And this is not, I don't think this is true because it would be insane, but he says, and if I had a heart, I'd waste it on you. There in Golden Gray, there's a song called Tourniquet where he says something about having an artificial heart. And
Oh,
I was like wondering if he's like, I've
huh.
got an artificial heart. And I'm like, what if he actually had? But I mean, he
Maybe
doesn't.
he knows someone
Yeah,
that
he could
like
know
went through
somebody.
that or
Maybe
something.
it seems like he's mentioned this before with a heart and
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Well, because like if it's literal, it's like maybe he had a
yeah,
friend that like died because they couldn't get a heart or something.
yeah, it could be, yeah, or yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't expound on that stuff, so
Hmm.
we wouldn't know. That's a good good observation though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think that we are going to take a quick break before we get to Green. We're halfway through the double album. Instead of doing 2 episodes, we're just going to do it all tonight. And yeah, when we come back, we'll see what our hero's doing post addiction life.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll see what happens on the album concept hour. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Album Concept Hour. We're here to finish off Yellow and Green by Baroness. And we have a very special track for you guys. This is the Green theme.
Sonically, probably one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
Dude, this is probably my favorite Baroness track, and my fiance is not super keen on this band, but she likes this song, and we're gonna, once we finally get married, we're gonna have this as our walking down the aisle, because I just think that it's got that vibe. It's so triumphant.
Yeah.
and-
Especially the beginning
It should be like
part.
after
And
the
then
ceremony when we both walk out.
yeah,
like,
maybe that could
one
even
of
that
those.
is-
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like it's like very triumphant, very hopeful.
Victory!
Yeah.
And like I finally, now that I like know the themes of Yellow, I understand why it's triumphant and why it's like victorious and more major chords and things.
Right.
Like this is someone that survived addiction and withdrawal from one of the worst drugs around.
Yeah, and saw friends die.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But I mean, they're not completely out of the woods. There's still, some other stuff to deal with in life, but like it is like a triumphant moment for the main character, if you want to call them that, the protagonist. But I do want to mention that there are some other fan theories for this album that go outside of the kind of addiction fan theories. I feel like Yellow in general it all kind of lends itself to that. So I don't really see much of the war stuff in Yellow, but I can see what they're meaning if they're talking about Green. Let me see if I can find it though. Let's see. We got. Okay, here's this is from Far Change Low. First, they posted. I have my own crazy personal theory on Yellow and Green. I hope I can one day discuss with John over a mug of beer. I believe the album tells a story of a soldier who gets injured on a military front and opts to go back home, where he sits shell-shocked and traumatized, hoping for the war to finish instead of healing and going back to war. Yellow. So for him, Yellow is just war in general, which, like, similar stuff's going on as with addiction, I guess, just internally.
Different traumatic.
Yeah. Let's see. Things go awry when his side is losing the war, so the battle arrives at his doorstep and his city is destroyed, and everyone he knows is massacred by the enemy forces, Green, thanks to his fear/cowardice. And then, this person, Quasimodo, is like, this feels convoluted to me. Almost like the Hotel California is about a mental institution stuff that became so popular. I don't want to ruin your interpretation of if that's how you feel, that's how you really feel, but I just really don't see it. Can you maybe expand on it a little bit? And Far Changelow does expand on it.
Yes, that is an expansion.
He's got an expansion. I'm just going to get to the part where it gets to Green, I think. Third section, here we go. Bored of my house through collapse. He tries to enjoy a common life in the countryside, away from the raging war overseas. Take me away from the ocean. I've already gone away. I'm already gone. Take me up north to the bluegrass, horse meat, and pharmacies. I'm already gone. Unfortunately, the enemy is winning the war, crossing the sea and approaching his homeland. It's too late to ignore the storm ahead. A tower of ashes and sawdust will lie where the castles were made. In the last section, he just accepts his fate and watches his city and his loved ones getting killed and destroyed. He's too traumatized to fight back. So I'm getting a little ahead of us, but this dude's got a pretty strong theory. I like it.
Yeah.
Far Change Low, he comes out back with a strong theory, and Quasimodo's like, hey, I really, really appreciate your effort in explaining your outlook. It's a neat idea.
That doesn't happen very often on the internet.
I know, right? This is just a wholesome interaction.
I fully expected his response to be like, "You're
You're
fucking
fucking
wrong.
dumb. This
Yeah.
is dumb, stupid idea. You dumb."
I hope you get downvoted into oblivion."
Yeah, right. I hope you get downvoted into. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was nice. I thought that's like
Internet
at least,
friendship.
as far as the Green album goes, I can see where they're coming from. Like, I don't see the Yellow album that way at all,
Yeah.
because I don't think there's really much to lead to like actual war stuff. But the Green album, I think, yeah, definitely some stuff going on. But yeah, let's get to that next track though. We were just in the intro here. This next track, "Board Up Your House," one of my faves. Here we go. Okay, one of my favorite bass lines on the album, I think. Just like
Yeah.
he's almost doing lead on that bass. Anyway, "Board Up Your House," man. Yeah, it could be about a war though. You know, going back to the war
Right.
thing. You know, board up your house, like lock up your kids. Like, it's like the song probably lends itself the most to that theory.
Right. I so I've had this theory on this song already for a while that I
Yeah.
think it's about. So he's talking about boarding up the house, right? Hide your boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do when a hurricane is coming? You board up the house
Yeah.
with plywood on all the windows.
Yeah.
And if you go to the beginning, it says, "Take me away from the ocean, already gone away.
Yeah.
I'm already gone." He's like,
Yeah.
"I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of Dodge. There's a hurricane coming." He
Yeah.
says, "Take me up north to the bluegrass horse meat and pharmacies."
Yeah.
He is going he's going from
Inland.
Georgia to Tennessee, probably.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a horse meat burger at a illegal horse meat stand. He's gonna listen. He's thinking about the bluegrass he's gonna listen to, and they're gonna go to, well, pharmacies is maybe like that's
Yeah.
maybe that's a little bit of the opiate, but yeah, it's a little bit silly idea, but I feel like that explanation could hold.
Although I like your explanation, I am gonna have to just disagree with you.
Maybe
So
it's Puff Daddy coming in.
No, yeah, it's definitely got a different connotation.
well, so
yeah.
so I was just gonna mention though, like water is a really important
Right,
part
right.
of this track, and this is my 2 cents that I haven't seen anyone else make specifically, but like, the water analogy changes in this track. Like in Yellow, anytime they're talking about water or the sea or whatever, it is addiction,
Drowning.
it's drowning, it's
Yeah.
getting into that. But the thing that recontextualizes this is where is it? "We wanted what's best for our sweet little September castaway. I'm already gone. She's floating in acetone, covered in bruises and common colds. I'm already gone." Talking about like the big change in his life, especially in the real life, is between the 2 albums. He did have a kid. They were born in October, but I think September just sounded better.
Mhm.
But you know, framing them as a castaway, as like someone that's both like coming out of being from the womb and in the water of the womb, you know, into like the water of like life, you know, the
Mhm.
turbulent waters of life. So like, I see this song as them recontextualizing what water is and what that
Mhm.
means, as far as like the themes of the album go.
Yeah, I can see that, and yeah, she's floating in acetone. I don't know for sure what.
I don't know exactly
Maybe
what that
like
means,
a little
but
bit, because acetone is used to remove nail polish, but
yeah,
it having a daughter covered in bruises and common colds.
could
Like,
just
yeah,
be talking
it's
about like just kind of childhood stuff.
childhood stuff.
that
Yeah,
they,
exactly.
go through in
acetone,
general.
it can also probably be used to. No, I don't think it can be used on wounds, but whatever. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Maybe acetone sounded better than ethanol or
Yeah.
whatever.
But also, it makes sense to say, "Take me away from the ocean." Like he's getting away from the sea that he just escaped.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, they're saying exactly what we're saying. But yeah. One more thing that some people mentioned. I think maybe in the Reddit thread, but I'm not sure exactly who said it. Was that they thought that maybe the hide your boys and girls, board up the house thing is kind of talking about like hiding his past and his addiction, his history with addiction and stuff. So he's talking about kind of hiding himself from the kids.
Yeah, maybe boarding up the
A little
house. The house is a metaphor too for maybe
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a drug house of sorts.
Yeah. Because part of the reason I think that because like we get to mountains, the crown and anchor, and for me, I see this to mean like the family is both the crown, meaning like a great positive change in his life, and also this anchor or like kind of ball and chain that is, holding them down in a way, and there's like kind of a tension there. So there's that.
Those stolen flowers inside your gut will take you away. Steady the hand that lays the child to bed.
I just gotta say, with the commentary specifically, that this is where I'm starting to feel. This is around the time when I was starting to feel like this guy might need a competitor, because
Yeah. This
I
is when I
think-
stopped reading. Yeah, I stopped reading their.
Look at You're Never Awake Though You Don't Seem to Sleep at All.
Okay,
At
hold
the
on. Where is
beginning.
it at the beginning?
Yeah, click on it.
Referring to someone who has passed out, and then has a picture of someone passed out.
With a bunch of beer cans.
Oh,
around.
come on,
I'm just at this point. I'm
Jesse
like,
Bergen, you're not even trying anymore.
Are you being?
Oh wait, no, this is Kyle Berry. Okay, someone else got in here.
God damn.
Oh wow. Okay,
Never mind.
sorry.
It's not I'm sorry. I didn't.
Yeah,
mean to
I-
make an
He saw an
accusation,
opening
but-
and took a shot.
I thought for
Yeah.
sure all of them were Jesse. So hold on, let's see. Maybe he got in here. Kyle Berry. Okay, he's getting some action here. Beer is made with hops, which are female flowers.
I think he got.
Hold on.
Oh yeah,
I
maybe
got it.
he's just trolling.
Drinking and taking care of the baby. That's it. That ain't right. What the? Hold on.
It's got a meme of
Let's-
Mr. T.
Barbiturate, the kind of barbiturate used to. Hold on. Is this still Kyle Berry? Okay.
Oh my god, he's trolling.
Hold on. I've become a fan of Stephen King in the last few years. I watched Breaking Bad on and off from the beginning, and my favorite band. Hold on. You just.
It's his favorite.
What? You just. Oh man. And then hold on. I gotta follow this. What do we got next?
Yeah.
The Crown and Anchor is a common name for bars and pubs.
I mean, it could be.
This guy rocks.
Yeah.
Maybe the three words are crown and anchor since boys can't go to bars yet. And then what quivers and shakes? Alcohol not only makes you feel bloated and sluggish, but you can also feel as though it's tearing away at who you are. Addiction is often a theme in Baroness songs.
Kyle Berry.
That
I
one
guess.
was kind of more
yeah
genuine.
maybe he's just.
maybe he's coming
having fun with
down.
it, but he also likes it. I don't know.
Treat seizures. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Study the hand and barbiturates.
You know,
study the
dogs are
hand.
coming in, and I'm starting to like when it
Yeah.
says study the hand that lays the dogs to rest. I've
Yeah.
been thinking about how earlier I was saying something about a connection with dogs and take my bones away, and maybe
Hold on, this also. Okay, we gotta see.
yeah,
his
it
final
just gets
word.
a little silly on
You
the
guys see his final
annotations
word here.
and,
Barbiturates depress the central nervous system and can have a variety of effects, including mild sedation and total anesthesia. Because of this, they were used as hypnotics or sleep aids. They also have analgesic or pain-killing use, but it is minor. Lastly, they are addictive both psychologically and physically. All right. I don't know that has anything to do with the lyrics that they
Yeah.
Anyway, we appreciate all of your guys' contributions. I'm just excited that we had someone else contributing. That
Well, what
really
do we think?
sidetracked me, guys. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
That's all right.
I just had to get to the bottom of that.
There is no bottom; it's bottomless.
Yeah.
it's the sea.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh no, what I was saying earlier though. I think that this is the line here specifically. Those stolen flowers inside your guts will take you away. Kind of talking about maybe like the fact that I don't know, their innocence is gone, but they're trying to be a parent, like they got this like dark black hole inside, but they're also trying to be a parent. And then I like the line, steady the hand that lays the child to bed. That kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if they're saying something about like not being aggressive or mean or whatever, like if you're going to be a father or whatever, you have to have a steady hand and not, be quick to like violence or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or it could be that there's still some sense of like withdrawal and they're trying
Oh,
to
yeah. Yeah. Still shaky. Yeah.
Mhm.
What quivers and shakes, what fills your stomach and clogs your veins, what claws do scratch at your wooden limbs and tear you away. But yeah, and then the outro has got another. There's a lot of really nice outros in this album, where they have kind of mantra or something.
Yeah, we will never sleep. I think it's just. Yeah, I think they're really. He's.
Maybe his like insecurities and his anxieties, like they'll never actually drift completely away.
Mhm.
Like they'll still be there
Something
somewhere.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one was a little bit harder for me to, and especially when I had the distraction from that other
Right.
annotation.
Yeah. It's the hard left from all the other annotations we've encountered.
Mhm.
But this next song we got is a really, really great track. This is Fool Song. And here it goes.
It's too late for babies to beg for their beds. It's too late to ignore the storm up ahead. It's too dark to see my way out.
Yeah. I like the opening line, that fool who digs his own grave. I'm still trying to find my way out.
Mhm.
It still feels like dead inside,
Yeah.
Oh, and then if it's the long way, I'll sleep in this bed I've made. Like, and if I do happen to live long, I'll sleep in this bed I've made, even though I feel like death. So, yeah, I think this is about like parenting and trying to like, I guess, push down the like negative trauma that you might have coming to your parenting styles, and trying not to put that on the next generation or whatever.
Or if you had like just maybe shitty parents, you don't want to do your best to like not continue that.
Yeah. End the cycle if there is one.
And at the end, he says, "And when will we finally awake?" Which makes me feel like maybe they're kind of like sleepwalking towards
Yeah.
the end, and then like they can sacrifice themselves, like in some way. I don't know, because
God
we'll
damn it,
burn our
Kyle.
bodies on
Okay.
stakes.
Yeah. I was hoping there was something useful, but it's more shit from Kyle.
It's Mr. T again.
He hopped in on the final parts
For some reason, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's called Fool Song though, because like it's a fool's errand. Like they're not actually addressing their trauma or like processing it yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
it's
just pushing
basically
it.
he's basically
Yeah.
saying like, I'm gonna go on this sleepwalking path until I basically literally burn
Yeah,
out.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like that. And then we get to Collapse, and here's some of that.
Whistle and a hum. Watch the good folks run. We are all rotten through when the pipeline starts to flow and collapse.
Dude, don't you love that droning sound?
Mhm.
Like, there's...
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
Like a quagmire.
Yes.
yeah.
Giggity.
This is note how this is like one of the first ones where there is no annotation.
Yeah, this is the only one. I mean, besides the instrumentals, I think that does not
All
have
right, let's get on it right now. Put something in.
I know. I don't know what to put in though.
But I think eventually I might add something here. But
Yeah.
I feel like you were
Yeah,
saying
we need to own this song.
Yeah, I think this one for me at least rises above the commentary and of the drug stuff a little bit, and it almost sounds like he's referencing things that happen in
Mhm.
society almost. And,
Yeah, definitely.
because he's talking about there's one part where he talks about the city needs a lynching, and I don't think he means literally like needs a lynching, like
Yeah,
when the pipeline starts to flowing,
yeah,
um,
yeah,
and he's talking. I'm interpreting it as like an oil pipeline, or like go up a little bit more into the previous verse 2.
yeah.
Like the bullet shell whistle, then I'll hum, watch the good folks run. Like I'm
Yeah.
thinking about like mass shootings with that. I don't
Yeah.
know if he's actually trying to make that kind of commentary, but like
No, I think that I completely agree. I think that this song is about like more just kind of about the state of the nation in general,
yeah.
you know, or the state of the world maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
like it starts off, we're all soured milk. When you look in the mirror, we collapse. And like kind of just talking about the kind of the frailty that we actually have.
We all have
and-
an expiration date.
Yeah.
but like also we're just like we're weak-minded when it comes to our ideals. Like we not to talk shit about people that are documenting ICE stuff, but like, there's more people filming than there should be. Some of the people filming should be, going in and doing shit.
Right.
And they're talking about that. I think the fact that like just looking in the mirror, we collapse. When our finger's on the trigger, when we have our finger on the trigger and we're like have the upper hand, we still collapse.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of showing like I don't know, like lost opportunities.
And maybe this is all just like describing also a world in which he's raising his daughter.
Oh yeah, like maybe reflecting on like what they see
a
coming.
Baptist and a baby were rolling in the weeds. Yeah.
Yeah, gross.
Water in the well.
Yeah, yep. This one I don't understand at all. Keep her spirit well. The tar pit, baby's father, will lay her out to dry. So your guess is as good as mine on that. And yeah, if you guys have an annotation, you get there first. You can own this track, dude. You can tell people whatever you want to mean.
I'm gonna write a 10-page essay on those lyrics.
Yeah, there's so much. There's a devil in the eye of every man, Here's another track though. Oh, speaking of the devil, Psalms Alive. Here we go. God damn, that drumming really brings it together. This is one of those songs that really grows throughout the track. Like it just keeps getting more and more kind of intense.
There's even like elements of like the drums going. There's
Yeah,
like a,
yeah.
It's almost like not electronica, but like remixing going on.
Oh wait, is this the track where like the noise gate is really harsh on the drums?
It might be,
Yeah, there
'cause,
was like
it's
one
more
song
of
that
like
had
a-
like interesting.
the first part of it
Yeah.
has like more like hip hop oriented drumming.
Yeah, the drums have some
not
effects.
The effects on them.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
more like a hip-hop,
As the drum
Yeah.
type of drum you'd hear in the background of a hip hop beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not in the actual beat sense. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It could.
Yeah,
Some of
maybe,
these, this guy. I'm sure this guy could make a beat for some hip hop.
Beatboxing.
R.I.P. though. But yeah, this song starts with "I am the nail you can't strike. I am the spear that'll run you through." This is let's see. Maybe going from the last track, we're getting on to kind of more straightforward, like what the more problems that he's seeing. You know, he's seeing the bells toll for the apocalypse, maybe, and then, I mean, this is probably a track that contributes to the war idea.
Yeah.
You know. Which is surprising that they didn't. That person from Reddit didn't come here and make some notes about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I honestly think that for me it sounds kind of triumphant. Gloria is probably from like Gloria in Excelsis Deo.
I do like the way he says it.
It's like, all glory to-
Gloria.
All glory to God or
Yeah.
whatever, and like there's a religious element to it with the Psalms a lot.
Yeah.
I almost feel like
Like the
he's-
Bible belty kind of.
Yeah, I feel like it sounds like he's inspired, and it's very happy in the beginning, and I think it's basically like he's basically like deciding to roll with the punches, and
Yeah.
he's gonna fight for what he
Yeah.
can, and
Yeah, it is kind of like a almost like a rallying
Yeah.
up kind
It
of.
says, "I am the nail that you can't strike. I am the
Yeah.
spear that will run you through."
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about literally himself on that.
Yeah. Like he's gonna do what it takes to protect his kids or
Yeah.
something.
hmm
Well, and like we got here like 2-bit prophet sways and pulls a price from everyone. Feel the heavy hoofbeats pound across the land. The sins of our forefathers lay within our clutching hands. Watch the plane pass over. Hear the call to arms. The golden drunk of morning made me straight my bended knee.
Maybe he means just a very fancy way of standing up
Yeah.
at dawn.
Yeah. Well, also like okay. So this is coming from the last episode. There's something they described as the duality of the Southern thing, and it's this whole like kind of thing they talk about a bit, where it's like, the South has both this horrifying reputation for both slavery and racism and in general, and but there's also these cultural things that come from the South that are beautiful, and music that comes from the South that's beautiful, and things like that. So I think that's something he's like not directly grappling with here, but you can kind of see that like tension a little bit, since they are from the South. They are
Right.
from,
And I don't want to.
right in the middle of that.
I mean,
Savannah, Florida, is it?
Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, they're from Savannah, Georgia originally, and I think also, I mean, I'll mention it in the last track a little bit, but
Yeah.
there's a little. I think there's also kind of a sense of like when they said going up north earlier, there's almost a sense of like leaving the ocean. Maybe he's also talking about leaving his home state, leaving the scene in which he
Yeah.
had those bad habits,
Yeah.
and just creating a new environment for himself.
Well, yeah. I mean, looking forward to like the last track or whatever. That's
Mhm.
like a way you could
It's just
interpret
like
that.
an instrumental, but yeah, I'll talk about what I feel about it.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think we probably are feeling the same way. Let's get on to Stretch Marker though, track
Yeah.
16 or track 7 of Green. Here's that.
song just makes the song is like audible biscuits and gravy. It's like
Yeah.
it's very southern. It's
Very,
very
very, yeah. Very bluegrass.
bluegrassy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was the first
Maybe-
song.
Mm-hmm.
The first song that they played together after the accident. John and Pete like were kind of doing acoustic stuff, and they played
Yeah.
that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shared that with the fans.
Yeah. It's a really, really powerful little track. Considering it's just an instrumental, like you really feel some things, feel a certain way, you know. And I think Stretch Marker, you know, probably inspired by the fact that he just had a kid, maybe, and you know, dwelling on, you know, another you know, aspect of that. He likes to talk about, or he likes to put like fertility things in his art.
Yeah, he does.
Like there's a sperm going into an egg in most of the album covers,
Mm-hmm.
is what I read. And I noticed it in at least two. But not like really obviously, but yeah, he likes to put those types of symbols in there.
He likes to put his sperm into an egg, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but for the sperm into an egg, and have that egg grow into fruition, into a full-grown baby, and then he has that baby.
Right.
and
But
then
yeah,
it's
you're
his
right.
son.
Got
Yeah,
any
like-
eggs?
Every cover has some,
Yeah.
and it's all women that are
Yeah.
voluptuous.
Yeah. Check out the covers if you're not normally, you know, you don't know much about Baroness, but you like some good art. Go look at all of their covers. They're all really, really worth just looking at. They're really beautiful. Oh, and then we get really one of the best tracks. One of the really kind of pulls it all together. We even get Jesse Bergen back as a contributor.
Yeah.
On this track. So welcome back, Jesse Bergen. We welcome you. Kyle was kind of he got old pretty fast. Here's a little bit of that track.
Between the righteous and the wicked. And tomorrow I'll be gone. And tomorrow I'll be gone.
Oh yeah, you know I had to pick the end of that one. Oh wait, I spoke too soon. There's more stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. But yeah, that is the penultimate track we got on this album, The Line Between. And there's a lot of like statements kind of made, like almost like declarations of like triumph and understand, like, all these lessons they've learned. And yeah, it's a very cool I don't know, ender of the song or ender of the album that kind of pulls everything together into one cohesive kind of lesson.
Song and color.
And color, yeah. They even mentioned
Wrapped up with a green ribbon.
yeah, a little green ribbon. Yeah.
There's
Well,
a
what are you
lot.
thinking?
There's a lot about this song that I'm thinking personally. Like, the first verse, I kind of agree. It's kind of saying like I don't think he's very overt about any spiritual or religious belief, but it seems like he is saying in the first verse, like, I may not know if there's a heaven or a hell. But he's realizing that he took life for granted. That's what he's saying.
Right.
And that he will take everything good and bad.
Yeah.
The line between the righteous and the wicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tomorrow he'll be gone. I think he's kind of like what Jesse is saying in this. Actually, he's saying like, tomorrow I'll be gone. Like, yeah, why would I worry about tomorrow when I have today? Kind of thinking.
Yeah, which like shows a real change of thinking from Yellow. You know, Yellow, they were just ready to let go and die. You know, and they finally like have a realization, have something to live for, and you know, understand that they've learned something and that they're, they're not righteous or wicked. There's something in between, and that's fine. Feel the light of day, feel it fade away. Kind of shows the fleeting nature of feelings. And yeah. And when the bandage lifted, our scars were newborn. We still felt everything. But I have taken this for granted. Please don't take it all away. So like he still feels all of the pain and everything, but like he values that now.
Yeah. And I also think one other interesting thing that I kind of noticed recently is he says I tasted silver and I tasted gold, and
Right.
he was talking before in Eula about how he can't forget the taste of his own tongue, and I think maybe he was like lamenting on like just he knows he can like he feels the flavor of the drugs in his mouth, but now it's silver and gold.
Yeah.
Silver and gold. Silver. Which I also think is I think that the meme of fucking Mr. Bean looking at somebody else's paper and like copying them. I feel like he Mr. Beaned himself later by basically like, hey, maybe I should, because he didn't want to do an orange album. They did do it all these colors.
Yeah.
And silver and gold.
And everyone was expecting orange to be next,
right.
myself included.
Yeah, but he said that he thought that it was like traffic cones and like hunting equipment, and so I think he kind of took that from his own lyrics and thought maybe that's a good idea for the instead of orange. But anyway,
I do want Baroness orange one day.
Yeah,
John Dyer Baisley. Don't think you've gotten out of it. There's still one more color.
Yeah.
Really, really good like lesson in general, though. As far as the concept of it, I love this track so much. It brings back the energy too. I was mentioning during the listen through, like we have a few songs that are a little bit less energetic, and then this one really brings back like the same energy of like
of
take my bones away,
yeah.
March to the Sea.
It's like a bookend.
Yeah. Like and if you're looking at it like Onion or whatever, it's or bookend. Yeah, duh, you just got it.
Yeah.
This next track though is
the final track.
Final track is, I think, his kind of to what you were saying a little earlier, his kind of like ode to his home country, maybe before he moves on.
Yeah.
So here's some of that. So good. It's like I love it because like it's a whole like 3 minutes, so like you really get to like sit with it,
Yeah.
And I really really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I think just I'll try to keep it brief since we're trying to wrap up here, but I think in my headcanon, my lore, I think also so after this album, they obviously have the accident, but I think he was probably planning to move to Philadelphia already at this point, or at least move away from that region, because and so I think he's also in this song kind of like, I'm leaving behind the place where I have all these memories, good and bad, and if I forget the low country, forgive me or something. Well, it's like it's an ode to the southernness.
It's a very like almost like old world like almost like Irish or Scottish thing to sing, but like in the US.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just getting things ready for the next segment. We do got to rank this thing. That is what I'm prepping for here.
Getting the artwork ready?
Yeah. I think for the purposes of formatting, I will just use the yellow album cover.
Because that's the standard at this point.
Yeah, it is. It is. People will be confused if I put it all up there. So yeah, we have the. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Here we go, and here we go. So we got yellow. Where did
Yellow
I
and
just?
green.
Where did I just put that? Oh, here it is. Here it is. We got yellow. I don't want to go first.
I really think that it's probably a. Now that you've told me about the conceptness of it, I want to leave it open to interpretation, but it seems like a lot of there's strong candidates for conceptness. I want to say it's either a high 4 or a low 5.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's almost on the verge of like, because it's so open to interpretation, and I don't know if that's actually, it's not the stated intent of the album, so that
Right.
takes it down, that takes the conceptness down a little bit.
Right,
what
right.
y'all
There's
think.
not like a mission statement or like confirmation that it's a concept album, but like you could definitely make connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think that's fair.
There's
That's fair.
and you're right too that like in the canon of Baroness, there's a lot of, even between albums, references to other things. Like I even made my own references, so it's like
Yeah.
it's probably intentional to a degree, but
Yeah.
to what degree is that conceptness? You know, like so.
Right. Like we've obviously gone with like mostly like at least I have gone with the theme of like addiction and then recovery for yellow and green. And it definitely, you can definitely slot that in there, but like we were saying though, the war thing, I think I didn't probably give enough attempt to flesh out as much, but there's definitely, it's just because it doesn't connect with yellow as much, you know what I mean?
Right.
But what about you, Dave? I'm curious.
So I would say mid to high 4.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I was thinking 4.5 to 5 as well. Pretty much echoing Nate. I think the only thing it's probably missing is just any sort of confirmation that it is.
What about put it between
War of the
Ziltoid,
Worlds?
put it
Oh.
behind Ziltoid, but in front of Leviathan.
Ooh, that's a really perfect place for it.
Not to say fuck you to.
They feel
Mastodon,
right at
but
home, I think,
yeah,
between
yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get along.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a fair rating for yellow and green.
Because I know that Leviathan was a Moby Dick story, but
Yeah.
there's also meanderings from that, and I think
Yeah. I think you were on that episode, maybe.
I might have been.
Or maybe that it was either you or Scott. that
Yeah,
brought
I think
that.
Scott was on that
Yeah,
one. But...
yeah. But
I think Kyle would agree.
Actually, wait. No. Put it behind Leviathan.
you want to put it?
Yeah, I want to put it. Yeah. There we go. That's better.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Between Leviathan and Good Kid, Mad City.
I feel like that's
Hell
the
yeah.
threshold of true conceptness right there. Like you're
Yeah.
starting to get in.
Yeah.
Because I still think that arguably, I would argue that Ziltoid is a low 5 for me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I think that that's the beginning of when you see the.
Yeah, I don't remember our reasoning behind it when we voted on that. Scott was mad that I didn't put it as 5, but
Yeah.
I was late to seeing his comment.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good rating. It's going to be a high 4 for us. I was pleasantly surprised that this was there was as much concept stuff to dig into, because I've been listening to this album for over a decade.
Yeah, this
13 years.
Oh
it's
my
been out
God.
for 13. This album is 13 years old.
Jesus, if it doesn't,
It doesn't feel like that.
that's
though.
so weird,
Yeah.
because it's wow. Okay,
Yeah.
we're getting old, man.
Yeah.
We're all aging. Anyway,
We're all
Sour
Asian.
milk.
we're all Asian now. Yes. We welcome our overlords. I don't know. I don't know. that I don't.
On that note,
that didn't mean anything. But thank you for listening to the album concept hour. Thank you for listening to Baroness, Yellow and Green with us, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you. Excuse me.